a notification.
Yeah, it's just telling me about monetizing.
Oh,
Mm-hmm.
You found this pin.
I'm just gonna be here.
Do you want me to scoot you?
No, that's fine.
Or do you want me to sit on?
No, yeah, you're good. I like this look.
Dude, don't
we've entered the the avant-garde art style of it, you know.
Okay.
When are we getting the half-painted mimes?
It's coming up. Actually, there used to be a super creepy French-Canadian mime.
The picture it's suggesting me, sorry.
Oh, look at that. That's from Record Day that we went to or something? Okay. Yeah, there used to be this creepy-ass French-Canadian mime picture that we found in the trash outside of the movie theater. So we put it upstairs in the projection booth for the longest time, and somebody broke it. And I was like, I don't know why they would, I think somebody was trying to get rid of it, and they broke it. But I was like, I love our French-Canadian mime.
Well, dude, as somebody who lives so close to the French Canadians, I can smell it.
Yeah.
They're all creepy.
They're all fucking... Especially you had clowns to it.
Oh, I just dropped this in our chat with Jeremy. That's great. That's gonna totally...
Also, forgive me if I don't look at the camera much. I still believe it would steal my soul or something.
Yeah,
I
no.
love you both look at me for a second and be like, is he being fucking
No,
serious?
I got you, no.
That's why I chose acting
We're
as a
live.
profession.
There you go.
Neil.
Yeah. What's up?
I said we're live, plus Neil
Oh,
as
yes.
emoji.
And I'm here. I just appear at different parts of the room, like, you know. Like,
Wasn't Micah gonna do that?
You're going...
Why won't it let me paste?
You're gonna be going straight up like pop-up video if you remember that from
Yeah.
fucking VH1.
Yeah, that or like we got like a Mystery Science Theater thing going on.
Do I need to clean up my language for the first like half hour? I don't want to
we
get
don't do
into
that.
It doesn't matter anymore. I've realized that even I put up something that was super clean, like literally I didn't curse and it still got demonetized.
See, every time I see the American Dream pop up, I'm like, Dusty Rhodes? No, it's a fucking Biden ad.
Oh.
Fine.
Yeah, I have a video coming up that
Who is the new friend? This friend is not new. This is Neil.
that's
Hello.
Neil. Neil's always in the chat.
Yeah.
So direct your hate at me if you're sick of wrestling. Thank you.
Yeah. Or your joy if you're happy.
Yeah,
I'm
or
still
you like
alive.
wrestling.
But, you know,
Yeah.
One of those. If you're happy, I'm still alive, and or a wrestling fan, and or actually.
Well, we almost had Neil and Race here tonight.
Oh shit!
But
Oh
Race-
yeah, Race is here.
He's
texted
not.
me.
He was gonna be.
No.
Yeah, the job fell through.
No, that sucks.
He was
I'm
gonna
sorry,
be
Race,
here.
I missed
Yeah.
I totally meant to text back. I've just been. I mean, when am I ever functioning? Especially lately.
It's very true.
Is it terrible I low-key want to race here just to have Newt sit on the lap and be like...
Yeah.
Like a ventriloquist dummy? Like,
or just be like, we're here, the whole family.
no, everyone's here. Uncle.
Everyone's saying, how's going, Newton Metz and new friend? Hello, Newton Metz.
Hello.
Wow, just leaving Neil out. No,
Yeah, right?
Metz, you look good. Thank you. This is...
Whoa! That was me that time.
For all you kids out there with 3D.
Mm-hmm.
God, does YouTube still offer 3D?
Yes. I keep scrolling past it unexpected. Or is that Facebook? I keep scrolling past 3D posts and it's like unnerving. I'm like, why are you moving?
Oh,
Not
they
really.
still do 3D?
Yeah.
Oh.
I'm on the same boat with
Alright.
you. It was like,
I didn't know, because I remember that was a thing at one point.
Oh, it's empty. We're good.
Alright.
Professional here, there.
I know.
So Neil, tell us
Anything
exactly what killed WCW. Don't, because I'm not there yet.
2 words. Vince Russo.
Okay, yeah.
If you
Kevin
want
Owens
more
and
words.
Sami Zayn, best French-Canadian wrestlers. Alright.
Was that a question or was that
That was a
comment?
statement, because we're
Oh,
talking about
okay.
French Canadians.
Sorry, my immediate reaction was like, what the hell's that? Again,
Hey, what's up?
What's
What's up, Narutoso? Hey, what's up? Now notification appears. Hunter Armstrong, what's up? What's up? What's up? Hello, hello. This stream feels like a roller coaster. Oh yeah, one of y'all found me on Facebook, I think, and added me. I did. Not anyone in the chat yet, but someone who's
Locked
frequently
this
in the
face
chat.
with that face?
Yeah.
Golden.
I'm just gonna keep appearing in different places. Like, I come down this way, like...
Like fucking vertically though.
Yeah, like
you're-
Radong Chong in that John Hughes movie.
You need to straight up do like the pop-up video thing, just like face in frame, random factoid,
And then just go out. I mean, that's kind of what I did on the old show, was just slide in and slide out, you know,
Oh, we
with
wouldn't
no,
do
and-
stuff.
And I mentioned like being a fan of you in like the old show,
Mhm.
and like because we have the same sensibility of like loving random factoids about behind the scenes stuff
Yeah.
and all that. I eat that shit up for breakfast.
Mhm.
I tried not to shake
We're
that.
good.
But yes, I will be your bartender for this evening. You may call me Isaac, but I don't know how well the blackface is gonna go.
I'm gonna go with just
Sorry,
right now.
I'm sorry, was that an inappropriate joke?
I don't know
for
who
this
you're
channel?
referencing. That's
Isaac,
Bartender.
I worked with Isaac the bartender on Crackwood. Well, Crackwood became. There used to be a show called The Love Boat,
Okay.
and he was the bartender.
Yeah.
And
Best character on.
yeah, so he came out that day the day that I filmed with Lemmy and Ron Jeremy and Lexington Steele
Okay.
and all those guys. And when we did his credit, we literally everyone has like spaghetti western credits, but his is literally we just took it directly from The Love Boat.
Yeah.
Isaac as the bartender.
That's amazing.
I mean, I feel bad. It's like, sir,
Oh, God,
I need you to do the finger guns. It's like, shouldn't you gals get all over this?
He didn't do it in the thing. We had him because he yells at Gilbert Godfrey in the scene. And
That's
Gilbert
a
Godfrey plays a Hasidic Jewish Indian chief in it.
I can't believe you found this. I'm sorry. I haven't seen this.
That was literally on your desk next to your laptop.
What?
Really?
How like I imagine you constantly say I'm cleaning my room, and I'm just wondering what kind of
The
like.
floor part, not the desk part.
Oh, okay, all right.
Yeah, no,
That makes
I went
sense.
through the desk slightly.
Mm-hmm.
No, sorry, I didn't mean to derail from.
No, it's all right. As
I
you like suit up.
Yeah,
You're like
exactly.
Iron Man.
Brett, such an. You are not on screen.
That's
I hope
fine.
you know that.
I'm a disembodied voice.
Oh my god. I've got enough of those.
Again, dude, and I'll say it one last time for the sake of comedy. If you want to
I
sit-
will. I'll work my way up there. I'm getting comfortable. I'm like an animal in a
You like
house.
are afraid of Neil. I can scoot over.
No, it's fine.
No, if I present my hand and he gets to sniff it.
Turn it that way. Show, or it's like the Ape Kingdom. Like you have to like
Yes.
Neil, Russo definitely killed Impact. I guess Ted Turner killed WCW.
Oh, okay. Little thing about that. Ted Turner's. Okay. I have a lot of opinions about wrestling because I need a life. No, I think it's not Ted Turner who killed it. I think it's Ted Turner's very liberal spending of his money.
Yeah.
He should have very much told. In my view, he should have told Eric Bischoff straight up. It's like, hey, losing $60 million, we're gonna cut it off there. Not, I'm gonna give you another $7 million, and we're gonna see how that works.
Did you see the thing I sent you the other day for Father's Day?
Yes.
It was like they spent X amount of money on mom, and all I got was a mug, and the dad turns into Chris Benoit.
Yeah.
No.
Oh, fucking Shannon sent me. What the fuck did Shannon send me? She sent me this meme as I was on my way here. You're still laughing about that.
No,
That's
just
Oh, just
you're
a
just
spelling
popping in the can.
Yeah, DNA testing was invented in 1986. People in 1985. Custody Dominic ladder match. That fucking slaughtered me. Because I haven't seen that match, obviously. I mean, fucking Eddie Guerrero doesn't have his mullet anymore, which makes me so sad.
That's 2004 Eddie too. That's
okay.
like balls deep heel WWF Eddie. If I had quick cut to show you Eddie Guerrero in 2004, you'd be like, why is he so jacked? It's like Vince McMahon.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Fucking
Steroids.
Vince McMahon has a fetish, but he's too straight to admit it.
Oh,
And
I
total
caught that
lawsuits.
my first episode of fucking Raw. We were watching, was it Ahmed Johnson?
Yes.
I took one look at that man and I was like,
Yep.
okay.
Okay.
Man's got a thing.
You have validation, by the way, because Undertaker, in his podcast, straight tells his brother, oh yeah, not Taker. Vince was a mark for Ahmed Johnson's body. I'm like, yep, if Taker's saying it, it's true.
Also, I don't know if this bruise on my arm is visible anymore. I just also was scratching my arm, not. But, yeah, no, I had a bruise from here to here. It's wrapping around my arm. I don't know where it came from. It does not
I
hurt.
said sorry.
Oh my god, no, it wasn't him. I think I showed up at training. He's been here since Thursday. Neil's only been here since Saturday, guys, so,
And been a cool, calm, collected character this whole time in life.
yes. Neil,
not
you see
me.
the post that ICP hates CM Punk? Is that,
Repeat that. I'm sorry, my brain.
oh, Neil, have you seen the post? Well, okay, it says you see the post, but I knew it meant have you seen the post that ICP hates CM Punk?
I remember they had a.
That's a lot of letters.
Right?
ICP, CM Punk.
Yeah.
And it gets worse when you realize that half those letters are fucking clowns from Detroit.
Yeah. Yep.
Oh, Gerald's not awake too. Oh no, he's awake. He's doing a thing. He has friends other than us, actually.
What?
That Judas.
What if his other friends look exactly like you guys, but like slightly different? It's like in Shaun of the Dead when the two groups meet each other.
Yeah. But no, I remember they had a feud in like Punk's indie days. I say indie days, but like IWA or something like that. I know there was a brief time with that. Maybe Ring of Honor, but no, I don't know if they rehashed that or.
Okay.
This was.
No, you're good. I specifically left that second.
Oh wait,
to
this
you.
one was mine.
Yeah.
So this one was yours.
I straight up tapered off there, so sorry if it's like conversation.
We got distracted by
By
just
whose
pouring
glass?
Coke in whatever glass
Yeah.
he wants, I guess.
ADD and high functioning.
Oh
autism.
wait, no, I forgot we can't share the same like beverage container.
Oh
That's
right, that would be super weird.
Who the fuck is complaining about this? I'm not gonna go on my famous rant.
You would be amazed by some of the shit that these motherfuckers complain
Oh
about.
my god.
Go home.
Hence my Facebook post the other day because Crazy Face is back at it again.
Yeah.
And now he's going back at like people who I've worked with, and then like mentioning me in posts that I have nothing to do with on like porn stars on Twitter. And people are like, yo, some guy's talking about you on this like black porn stars
Like,
thing.
okay.
And I'm like, what? What the fuck?
Cool.
I'm just now imagining Leslie like, I'm gonna retroactively ruin Luke's porn career. Fucking what?
Yeah, good luck with that.
ICP said Punk wouldn't talk to them in Impact and called him a UFC jobber.
Oh, okay. Yeah, Jesus Christ, I keep forgetting Punk was in TNA. He was tag champion there, I think, with oh, God, I want to say Mallet. I could be wrong here. TNA is a little bit of a soft spot for me, but no, I know exactly what they're talking about. Let's be honest, I like Phil sometimes, but fucking that UFC career, I could have done better than that. And I am broken. Because I remember seeing his first UFC match.
Okay, I'm sorry, I was getting, you guys don't have to like repeat things. I will read
Yeah.
Fucking Anthony just said the same message like 6 times, now I don't want to read it. But anyway, why was Starrcade 97 so bad? If that is WCW, we're gonna get there.
Without spoiling anything,
Okay.
it's Hulk Hogan.
Oh, well that's a
It is Hulk Hogan, dude, brother, just Jack. I love you, dude.
like, please scoot in a little bit.
No, I
the
like
camera's
this.
literally angled this way.
I know, I like this better.
Do you guys like me talking to the corner of the screen?
Yes.
Just imagine you just pop in and be
Every
like,
time I pop in, I've got a different hat on, maybe. We can do
Yeah,
that.
Aaron
Like,
Tosa and Hell Knight are also
I'm
here.
expecting you just pop in and be like, this is my channel, by
yeah,
the way.
right? You guys can all leave.
I can sit on the floor.
No, it's fine.
Hell, I could. It'd be hard to get me off the floor.
No, it's fine.
Yeah, I got it.
I'm good.
I've been accidentally yanking you around a bit, like I'm just like,
Yes!
oh, I got you,
Yeah.
yoink. I don't know how strong I am right now, it's
You
fine.
don't?
mean,
I'll tell
like,
you exactly how
I
strong
know
I am.
I'm stronger than I think I am.
I still have
I'm
a
a-
bruise from fucking day one.
That, I barely bit you, first
Okay,
of all.
no, that's true because, like, no, I'm itching for a fight because the Irish are depressive in me, but my body is like, fuck you.
Muscle mommy.
You know it.
Yes, I'm the Dominic Mysterio in this friendship, and now I feel terrible. Because that man has done so much and is in a much better place in his life, and I'm a 32-year-old man.
Is this a Dutch tilt angled stream? Yeah, because
Yeah.
every time we put it up any other way, it
It
just
falls.
You
Yeah.
heard I was really shy about being on camera, so you made absolutely
I'm gonna make
I
sure
am
that you're the focus of it.
goddamn right.
Mhm.
Thank
Well,
God.
the chat keeps popping up over here.
Yeah.
Great.
There you go.
No, that doesn't happen in the playback, it's only the
Yeah.
I would love it if it did in playback. It's like, it's just a Met show.
What's up, Newton Mets? My job is going good. I'm glad to hear that, Kevin. What did you end up doing? I know you were trying a few things for a while.
You said,
Is Kevin the Collector?
yeah, wasn't he at Five Below?
Was he a 5 foot?
Yeah, something like that. Well, that's
Excuse me. Don't mind me.
Yeah. I remember him going on a bunch of interviews and stuff like that. It's hard to keep track of all your lives, okay?
No, I like keeping track.
We have lives too, you know!
Oh my god.
I mean,
Not
you two
me.
definitely have lives. Honestly.
Not especially. I work all day.
That's fair.
Yeah, I'm gonna be honest though. I'm jealous of your work ethic. Yes, I wish they took a break at least once a decade. Looks at the camera, it's like, no, he doesn't. It's like, I'm being shit honest here.
Well, now it's because now I gotta find time because we're making the movie.
Yeah.
And that's all now going full fucking speed ahead. And I'm just like, shit, how am I gonna make a movie? I don't have any fucking time. Like, you know?
Yeah,
Forgive me, I'm ignorant for a
Yes.
second. Which movie is this?
We started doing Ghouls. And then the guy who owns the location was like, I can't get you in here till November. So I put that one on hold and I'm like, what's the second cheapest one that I have? So we're gonna do the Amityville Pool Toy Massacre.
I still need to watch that.
Yeah, so that's gonna shoot 14th, 15th, 15th, 16th, 17th, 18th of July. And then in August we're gonna shoot again because I have a huge name in the horror community who's coming to, you know about it. I'll tell you off camera.
I was gonna say, it's like, you don't have to tell me.
I don't think I dropped this.
Yeah, we're not allowed to talk about it yet.
Well, let me just say, it's an honor you got Bela Lugosi. I don't know how you
Yeah,
that drug addiction was
from the
hard.
same people who did the Tupac hologram. We got a hologram, hologram Bella.
I was expecting you to be like, do you know how hard it is to find hologram morphine at this hour?
Some shovels and Doug Walker's Ouija board. They were able to do
Oh
all
god, how did
that.
I forget about that?
Again, we
haven't
have
made
to
a
ask
bonus
him.
joke in a while.
I know.
We have to ask him about the bad credit card first, because that is the law of the Doug Walker Ouija board.
Still don't know that joke.
But yeah,
Should
he
Ziggler have
did.
gone to AEW?
He did a Batman review, and
Someone said, should Ziggler have gone to AEW?
Nick Nemeth, I really think he does his tour. Like, I think he should do what Matt Cardona has been doing, is like build up his name in the indies, build that reputation, and then come back to a big company and explode. Because
Matt Cardona's the dude who I had on that wrestling movie. He's the big blonde guy.
yeah, he was and this just shows how well he's worked. I don't even remember his original WWE gimmick name, Zack Ryder. Zack Ryder.
So apparently that movie shot and no one bothered to tell me. That and Satan Slumber Party both filmed and no one bothered to tell me.
You told me
So
that
I showed you the screenshot. So that pissed me off. Yeah.
Fine.
Also, dumb question. I did finish my thought there because, like, I don't want to keep like
You did.
going into thing and then just.
No,
So like everyone's like, "Can this asshole finish?"
To be fair, you've watched us long enough to know that we ping pong around like a ferret on meth, so it doesn't really matter.
And now this is a good blend because I ping pong with both of you all the time, so it's just like, haha. Now
It's
we're
like the
just-
lottery,
Yes. It would be nice if it was like
the book about conformity gone mad.
What?
You know the book, the
No,
lottery.
anyway.
Oh, never mind.
I know I made this
Okay.
joke before noon. I'm
Yeah.
just a stupid country boy. From
Oh, okay.
fucking
There's a
just don't know.
book called The Lottery. And
That's not
it's
nude.
satire about conformity. No, it is. I've
Corn dog
gone
nude.
through some real changes.
Oh my god, Newt is here, in the corner. We have insisted multiple times to sit on the couch. He has thus
Nobody
far
puts
refused.
baby in a corner.
Oh my god. Anyway, yeah, Horn Dog, don't worry, Newt's still here. I'm here. This is Neil. You guys recognize him from chat.
I bet there's like a whole video that's like, wait, Newt's not here, and then you guys find out later that I was murdered. And like
Oh,
it's like those two like teenage boys who had a party. They killed their parents, and they had a party, and they put the parents in a room.
Yeah.
And there's all these pictures of people having a party, and they don't realize there's dead parents in the room.
Are those the same two dudes that like very famously? I forgot whose.
Basketball card?
Yeah.
No, you're thinking of the Menendez brothers.
Okay.
Okay, I was sick.
That's-
That wasn't the Menendez brothers.
That's fucking crazy because I have that card. I only have it because they killed their parents and to create an alibi they went to a pro basketball game, and it just so happened that was the night they were taking pictures for the basketball cards. So there's some dude waiting to inbound the ball, and the two brothers are sitting on the court side because their dad was a movie producer,
Yeah.
and they had just blown their parents away.
Yeah, like they
I
were
love
like, yeah, fucking that's crazy because it's like, I feel bad for the dude on the card because like that card is so valuable only because
Yeah,
of
he's
those
he's some guy from like the Knicks or something like that. But that's like, you ever see the Cable Guy?
Oh yeah.
Ben Stiller, and they had the whole thing, and he's like, somebody killed my parents. I think they were Asian. They definitely looked Asian.
Also, it took me forever to realize they were parroting the fucking OJ trial.
Oh, yeah, yep.
It took me forever, and then when I realized, like, they're doing OJ with Ben
Yep.
Stiller.
Should we have gotten a second tube here?
Yeah, well, when we order food, we can.
Okay.
I was gonna say, I did suggest a second to later, but
You did, and then, I don't know, I just kind of left you to your own devices.
yeah, and if you want me to bring out that ice bear, dude, I can.
No, it's all good. He was so impressed by indoor plumbing.
I was gonna say indoor lighting, but that's even
Oh my
better.
God. Air conditioning.
Air
'Cause
conditioning.
you didn't see that in my apartment.
Well, to be fair,
Well, now we have. I was saying now we have an air.
to be fair, when Amber and I lived in Tucson, our apartment, our first apartment there didn't have air conditioning, so we got a bunch of those swamp coolers because it's hotter than Satan's taint in Tucson, Arizona.
Yes.
Yeah, no, we thus far Joseph and I and Micah have been, and Matt. I'm just tacking on people. I'm like Joseph and I, because I'm used to.
And Santa Claus.
Yeah.
Obama.
No, and then also Micah because I'm stupid.
Yeah.
Oh no! Unironically, we do have a cardboard cutout of
I know,
Obama.
that's why I said it.
He watches me sleep, and it's
Sorry.
a little awkward.
And Brad are, I think, currently very deflated.
No, he's been blown up since.
Oh, he has.
I believe
Probably
Micah
with weed
has.
smoke. Okay.
I don't know about that, but
Dude, fucking opening Brad up is like getting hot boxed.
he is.
We were
he's happy
discussing
with
tonight. So Madeline Fallon, Melissa, who worked on Swamp Zombies, but I don't think you worked with her, and Katie, also from Triple Xmas. They're my main actresses in the pool movie. So we have a little group chat going, and Madeline obviously plays off of everybody, and Melissa's just not Melissa. You know the other Melissa. She's just happy to be involved, and she's a great actress. But they were all talking about, like, they all start going on random fights of fancy now, and I'm realizing I'm going to be in trouble on this set because it's going to be me trying to corral all these insane, beautiful women. But they were discussing tonight. I know. Well, I was telling Melissa because 3 of the 4 are redheads, so they're clearly talking.
What is wrong with you?
I know. I'm asking.
Cannot
for
let go.
self new fantasy on law.
Yeah, so they're all talking about that, but then we were discussing how we're going to create pool-friendly sex toys.
Okay.
Yeah, because
that is kind of complicated because you don't want chlorine or any of the bacteria that exists.
Exactly.
That's why, as fun as pool sex can be, you really don't want to do that. And
Especially
also, don't recommend a hot tub because it will overflow every time. But
I have a very funny pool and hot tub story.
Oh, you've told me.
But no, so they were discussing how we can create a line of pool sex toys. So I said we're just call it wet. And we're going back and forth. So now it's like set my mind ablaze of writing an entire scene of just them discussing how to create pool sex toys. And I was just like,
Paul just rolled up. He's like, not me tuning in, you talking about pool sex. Shut up. And me not being surprised. Anyway, sorry.
no, it's fine. No, it's no. So that was one of our things. And then Kyle is getting us a bunch of weed sponsorships for it as well. Who we met at the Edison Con. I don't smoke.
Oh, him. I was gonna say I could get RVD involved. Not really, but
Kyle is the dude we met from High Times Magazine.
No, I remember him. He was cool as fuck.
Because they all partake. I don't unless it's offered to me. But they were
pretty much.
apparently.
Yeah.
Oh my God,
I've been to see you stoned just because I've seen you like drunk on camera a few times, and I'm like, that's got the crash play.
Also, sorry, we've been ignoring. All
They're gonna ask 20 times if we don't.
Yeah, right. Finally watched Shark Exorcist 2. Apparently, I can't talk today.
It's all right.
So good. All right.
I liked it.
That's good. What's up, fellas? How's the haps? And Viggo Mortensen says, keep the fire. I just saw a video of him kissing Billy Boyd, like during the filming of Lord of the Rings. But I don't know.
Ian McKellen fell off a stage today and was rushed to the hospital.
What? I didn't know.
I posted on Twitter, I said, he shall not pass.
No, is this like when Kelsey Grammer was it like a presentation on Disney wherever he's like talking, just boop.
No, I mean, Ian McKellen's 85 years old, so...
Oh my God, how many times do we need to say, stop it with the spoilers? Someone's asking me a Mania 17 question. I already read it, unfortunately. Stone Cold turned heel, I guess. Shut the fuck up!
I'm not gonna get mad on camera.
I am.
Newt's house.
Oh my God.
Fuck you.
Yeah.
I'm sorry if you're losing like.
No, just say it every stream. Here's where I am. Don't talk about things past it. I even said it 10 minutes ago when you were like, Starcade 97. I'm like, hey, I'm not there yet. If I'm not at Starcade 97, I'm not at WrestleMania 17. It's fine.
I will. Okay, to at least. Should I just be fair and answer the question?
No.
Okay.
Because I don't want
Don't placate them. Don't give them what they want.
No, look. The only reason I'm concerned is I trust your ability to answer in a spoiler-free manner, but I feel like there will then be a response where there will be more spoilers.
No, that's a good point. I'll put it to you this way. Remember how I told you the first time I stopped watching wrestling?
Yeah. Okay.
I was gonna save that for the big event and be like,
But
on a positive note,
Bruce Willis was dead the whole time.
Yo, I've never seen that movie.
Really?
I've known that since I was 13. I used to read fucking Cracked all the time.
Yeah. I love Cracked.
Yes, that's why I'm like, I heard that I just did the thing where I still emphasize the ED because, reading it in like middle school or whatever, and I'd say, oh yeah, I love Cracked, and everyone would be like, you love Crack, ha! And I'm like, can you like, shut the
sure
fuck
do.
up? What are you, 12? Yeah, right? Like, Horn Dog said, make a newt sandwich so I can really get a res. Oh my god. Any favorite summertime movies? Literally every movie is for all years.
Jaws.
Jaws, that's
this is
A
not
League of Their Own.
This is definitely not a summertime movie, but if default favorite movie of all time, Clockwork Orange.
Okay.
I watched that movie.
It's in my top 5.
I watched that movie at 9 years old. That mentally fucked me to the point that I am now, I judge all movies by, how I get an initial reaction. That's a terrible age to do it.
Oh, yeah.
So, blame your public library for...
Well.
Yeah.
Paul, I haven't seen either Inside Out movies.
I didn't see part 2 yet.
Yeah, he said, have you seen Inside Out 2 yet? Watched it on my road trip this weekend, and boy, it was a movie. I'm sure it was.
I've heard that it's somewhat back to form for Pixar, but it's hard to... Because the first one is another emotionally devastating movie. We had that at Wayne.
We did, because, Joseph loved that I would say, because the way I pronounce words with OU in them sometimes, he was obsessed with that, so he would always, like a little bit. It's not that about pronounced, but, he would always, be nearby if I was selling tickets in hopes that they were looking for that movie.
There was a dude, I don't know where he was from. There's a guy at work the other day, and he said something, and then he goes, Gokgan. And I said, what? And he goes, yeah, that was where it happened in the 80s because she was on Gokgan. And he changed it up as if that was the only word that he said like that. And I was just so confused. And I knew I worked 48 straight hours, so maybe I was hearing things. But the other dude I was working with who I was training came out of the back, he said, why'd that guy say that way?
I feel like that's what people hear when I code switch into a word that I'm just more comfortable with in German for some reason. The road is locked. No.
So my Uber driver today, because my car I need a new tire.
I'm sorry, I totally wanted to.
That's all right. And they couldn't take me until tomorrow, so my car's just been sitting out there. So I've been having to Uber back and forth to all 3 jobs. And the Uber driver on the way home today had his phone in I don't know, it was some African language from what he told me, but he's like, oh, it's African. And I was like, interesting.
Is it Afrikaans?
I definitely wasn't Afrikaans. I don't know. I don't know. But I was just listening to it, and I was like, I wonder what that sounds like in African. And I was like, interesting.
Yeah. Because that's why I'm there are obviously African languages. There is also, Afrikaans specifically, which I might be mispronouncing, but I'm I could see him saying that, and you, I don't know. It's so frustrating because my ability to detect languages is great enough that were I in that car, I could probably, ballpark it. But
then if you were in that car, I wouldn't have needed a ride.
Right, exactly. Because then I would have given it to you. So...
I'm expecting every time just a new thing. What it is.
Hello, ladies. Marty Jannetty got divorced after literally a month. I did see that. It seems like his life is constantly falling apart, and I can't judge him because...
I like him then. His life is a lot like my life.
Party Marty and Party Marty.
Yeah. No, that's an interesting thing. He would... Because I remember when I met him, again, he was chill enough. The guy with him was just, really... very much an influencer type. but I don't know. I guess he's
Who is Party Marty?
Oh, Marty Jannetty. He's an older wrestler.
He's the not famous
okay.
duo Shawn Michaels and Marty Jannetty.
Oh, okay.
Have you ever seen the famous thing where Shawn
The barbershop thing?
Yeah.
Okay, I
he's
have
the guy
seen
that gets thrown through
Okay,
the window.
alright.
Oh, okay. I have no idea what you're talking
Yeah.
Who knows what
I've seen that thing.
So does this mean a threesome is happening tonight? No.
I'm the lunch meat and a love sandwich.
Oh my god.
I was gonna say it's like, yeah, if we're going one-on-one then.
It's like,
Are you going to Lucky's for? See, this would be like sit like in between, like there's I don't know. Are you going to Lucky's for burgers? Lucky's,
They're closed
yeah,
already.
I was gonna say, their
Yeah.
food ends at 10.
Yep.
Sorry guys, can I when you hand me my bottle of water?
Yeah. Oh.
I've been like meaning to ask that for like
Yeah.
2-3 minutes.
Oh
I'm
my
like, I don't want to interrupt.
Our hands aren't allowed to touch. We're not allowed
So,
to
right, yeah, we
drink
can't
from
share the
thing.
same-
Yeah, I can't let you steady folks touch my water.
Mm-mm.
No, I was joking because we both grabbed it at the same time.
Yeah.
I was like, our hands touch.
That means I'm
Newt's a
pregnant.
sexy boy, not your boy toy. Can we get Newt another one of Metz's outfits? Alright.
Not this time.
I mean, between my nipples coming out and your nipples coming out, YouTube's gonna hate this clip.
Yeah.
Fucking.
I forgot I'm not wearing
That
a
was
chain
so
one
fucking
day.
funny that time when we thought that the stream was over.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
I was like,
You
I waited.
nailed that time.
Nailed that timing because it's
Oh.
not in the VOD. If you guys, so okay, I should have said it was the VOD, made everybody
Yeah.
watch it.
This
Yeah.
marketing
When I had that fucking tie top on and I was like real close / probably had a nip slip or two. The very end of it, I waited until it like seemed like
I
it had
hit the
disconnected.
button.
Yeah. And then I real quick flashed, and then
It
I
turns-
was like, ha, perfect timing. That was over. And then Gerald sends me a screenshot because if you stayed in the chat,
Yeah.
it still loaded the image and then
yeah.
ended.
Yep.
Oh my god. But yeah, we put a thing about that on the Patreon where you can see it.
I apologized for
Yes.
your nudity.
I didn't apologize.
This is why
I'm
I
sorry.
tune in to Schlock And Awe.
Yeah,
Yeah.
because you never. It's
You never know.
It's not even controlled chaos.
Everything.
It's just like
Well, and I'm expecting you to pull a Teen Wolf and be like, just as the credits rolling,
Dick out.
right out.
sun's
I-
out, dicks out.
Apparently, that's still in like the Blu-ray
Yeah.
release, and I'm like, how do you
But
fucking not
apparently
see
it's a
this?
girl, and she's pulling her shirt through.
Oh, okay.
That's what they said.
I've
That's like
seen that clip. I'm like, that's a very dick
that's
looking
like
shirt.
not Armageddon, Deep Impact when everyone's running from the tidal wave. Some random extra pulls another extra's pants down. You know?
Gerald, you've arrived. How was?
Or Back to the Future 3. You ever see the one at the end of Back to the Future 3 where the kid starts pointing at his dick?
Yes, because
Yeah.
he needs to piss.
Yeah.
Like,
It's
How was
so
Deep
bizarre.
Rock Galactic? Sorry.
what?
Gerald has arrived, so I said, how was Deep Rock Galactic?
Because he's done with his other friends. He
Yeah.
decides to come
Exactly.
slum it back with us.
Yeah.
I was
Maybe
legit.
I thought I knew you, Gerald.
I joked with Mets when I came here, like, because I remember a while back on one of the streams you were joking about, like, oh yeah, Neil was supposed to come here today, like, good piece of shit. And I was, we finally saw the NWO invasion, so I
yes.
wanted to pull a Razor Ramon and be like, so big man want to talk a game? It's just,
Throw a toothpick at you
Yeah.
and everything.
just throw the toothpick, all that, and they're like, I'm gonna stay right here. But my anxiety is like, nope, we're gonna be a nerd instead.
That's valid.
Batman
Do you
versus
have any
Superman.
pets?
I don't. I
See, I
am
thought I knew the answer.
terrible about keeping pets because I'm weird about loving things a lot and then it naturally dying on me. So I cannot keep a pet. I wish I could. I'm also.
It's gonna be so
You know what? We should
terrible
get you
when
rats.
Elvira
We should get
dies.
you rats.
Oh, yeah,
Incredibly long life.
I'm gonna be so sad when Elvira dies.
Are you?
I mean, like if I could have a pet, I would love like an owl or something that would live like
Yeah.
80 fucking years. Like, well, no, because I would
What
love
a fucking Hogwarts over here!
It's that or a raven. I would love either. If I had an owl, I'm going to do the fucking.
If you had a raven though, you'd have to commit to the entire bit. Like at all times, you would have to be dressed like Vincent Price, walking around with it. You know.
Yep.
My plan was if I raised Raven from like youth onward,
Yeah.
I would teach it specifically the cue word nevermore.
Of course.
So just every time like nevermore and just name it Poe
And
and
then the Poe estate sues you and the bird
You're like,
because
no,
of
I'm
bird
quoting
law.
Raven. Yes, yeah. Bird law. Oh my god.
I'm just small-time bird lawyer here.
Yeah.
Newt should direct the MCU Blade now that it needs a director.
I would.
That'd be fucking
I
sick,
could
please.
see you
Like
straight up.
Give me a blood rape. Give me a blood.
That should be the whole fucking movie.
But like, you know what I could, honest to God, I could see you doing like 70s Blade. You know,
Oh,
like,
if you did
Right
Blade
up-
as a 70s blaxploitation movie, that'd be incredible.
I want to see
I
that.
say don't even do Blade, just do Midnight Suns.
Okay.
Put all the horror characters together in one movie.
Oh God. I know the answer to this. Can we get Neil's opinion on the Katie Vick angle? Tell Newt everything about it, including the brains. Now, so Arcane showed me this back when they were here.
And I wish he did.
Neil near begged them not to.
Okay.
I, however, enjoyed is the wrong word, but I thought it was funny.
Okay.
In like
Okay.
a bad way, you know, like it's.
Is this a wrestling thing?
Yes, this is
Yeah.
a wrestling.
Okay,
thing.
because sounds like she would be a member of, like she would be on the Lilith tour, like a lesbian. folk
No.
singer.
Okay,
Okay.
she's not
Yeah.
a lesbian.
So-
singer. Or maybe she would have been.
A
What
little context, there's a wrestler Kane, big guy in
Yeah,
the
yeah.
mask.
Mhm.
At that time, they were releasing like a book and all this talking about him called Journey into Darkness, and they
Okay.
bring up in the book Katie Vick. I think the angle happened before the book. Long story short, it's Triple H, the guy who's now running
Yeah.
WWE pretty much,
Mhm.
being big bad heel and be like, what about Katie Vick? And I'm not kidding. They bought a sex doll to lay in a casket,
Shoot
to
casket
which
in a
Triple
funeral
H
home.
in a Kane mask crawls in, fucks it. Literally, its brain pops out.
But no.
So I
Again,
And this was on
in
live.
Yeah, I
live action
vaguely,
in an actual
I
funeral.
vaguely remember a Patreon video for the old channel where he told me this story.
Okay, so you do know.
So I've heard
Katie
of
Vick.
this before.
Have you ever heard the behind-the-scenes story about this?
No.
So Vince McMahon's a raising piece of shit.
Mhm.
Shocking.
Shocking.
Vince, any vignettes, especially things that he would find hilarious, he would film. And the story is, Vince is telling Hunter, harder, fuck her harder. This is at a funeral home. Behind them is a shoot funeral happening. And they had people come in and be like, excuse me, could you quiet down? We have a funeral.
Yeah.
And it's like, Vince McMahon's like, come on, pal, harder. It's like,
Yeah,
And
that's not so funny.
If that doesn't happen at my funeral, I'm gonna be
I
super
promise you will.
disappointed.
No,
Yeah.
that requires me to outlive you though.
I also just
Well-
realized I whipped out my Triple H fucking
You did,
impersonation.
and your
That's-
Vince voice. And
I
it's
met
great. I love
Hey,
it.
Triple H at
Okay.
one of the signings we did.
You've mentioned that before.
Yeah. He left no impression on
Oh,
me.
why would you say
The
that?
only reason I remember him was he had long blonde hair, and my boss at the time had long blonde hair, and people always used to say like, "Oh, you're doing that because of Triple H," and so my boss was like, "Oh, he's doing it because of me," and Triple H just went like, and gave like the dirtiest fucking look to my boss, and I was just like, "Oh."
Fucking Paul Levesque. Yeah, what year was this, by the way?
99, 2000.
Oh, this is prime heel, my
Yeah.
time, Triple H.
It was-
on fucking
okay,
step.
okay.
It was literally, it was May, June, July, August. Yeah, June, July. Yeah, because August was when I passed out and
Yeah.
Undertaker gave me a Gatorade.
Which is another
And it
amazing
was
That's
fucking
so
bizarre.
creepy.
And I didn't know who he was. That was the whole thing.
Just gigantic
Because he
man,
wasn't,
like,
well, he
years
wasn't
ago.
in the get-up.
Well, yeah, but
and
he's
all
still
that.
a huge
Yeah.
dude, regardless.
Hell, like he just started his podcast with, I think it's his brother, I could be
Mhm.
wrong, dude. Like, so like, from what I have heard, like his political opinions, something a
Yeah.
little lefty, but like, from what I hear, great man,
Mm.
awesome dude,
Yeah.
caring individual. It's a bit intimidating when you got 6'11" fucking.
And I'm laying on the ground. You got to think at this point in 2000, I'm haven't even graduated high school yet. I think I weighed like 111 pounds.
Yeah.
I'm my height now still. I remember passing out from the heat exhaustion, waking up, and all I saw was this giant fucking dude handing me a blue
Exactly.
Gatorade, and I was just like, what the fuck?
Also-
That's why I'm like, regardless of the getup,
Yeah.
he's a huge guy.
Also, like,
And
thank
he
Christ,
blocked out the sun.
Yeah,
Like,
thank Christ you're not a wrestling fan, because it's like,
you would have thought that you were.
because the Undertaker's gimmick is like, he's the
Yeah,
dead
yeah.
man, the
Yep.
Walking Dead,
Mhm.
and it's like, I'm just imagining as a fan if I passed out, woke up, and here's the Undertaker, like,
and I'd be
just
like, I died.
I'm done.
Yeah, that's it.
I'm done. That's it. Goodbye. You're taking
Is
me away.
wrestling real?
Yeah.
Oh my god. Melissa's so dang hot. What a body. I mean, true. Nuda's in the corner like the toasty guy in Mortal Kombat.
Well, no, this is the cuck episode.
Oh my
Like-
god.
Well, that's a new one for me. I will.
Schlock And Awe cuck channels.
Oh
Put
yeah,
them in every hotel. Yeah.
New police teacher how to make prosciutto. Why? That's horn dog.
Oh, I wish I knew how.
Right? Neil saw Caligula at age 7.
Yeah, I saw
Caligula
at a young age.
At age 11.
Okay.
Oh my god.
And it's the Hustler version, the one.
Yep.
So.
Because that was the only
I was
version
a
that
weird porny kid.
Yeah, that was the only version that was
I mean,
available
same.
for a long time was the Hustler version.
And I know you talked about like them bringing back like the most complete version of the film. I am still low-key hoping they keep the lesbian part because like it's not important to the plot, but it's important.
No,
to the
yeah,
history.
you need, and then the one lesbian who was Messalina and Messalina, she got her own sequel.
Right.
She got her own sequel because they hadn't broken down the sets yet. So these Italian filmmakers just broke in there and made an entire fucking movie
What the fuck?
on the weekends after they were.
Was it Messalina 2, O Caligula?
Yeah, yep.
Yeah, it was like
Yep.
not like comedy musical, but it was a comedy.
Sort of on that range, and they used a lot of stock footage from other Roman Empire films and all that kind of stuff. Caligula's brilliant, but it is such a fucking bizarre movie. Like, it's got all these like famous actors, like famous Shakespearean actors, and then just hardcore fucking.
Do you ever see the
Amen.
reviews at the time for that?
Went like
Ever
Ebert
read
and
the
Retroactive, or Ebert and Siskel and Ebert
Well,
ones?
just like all of them, they were like, "This is the death of film.
Oh, yeah.
These have killed these actors." Like, I remember they were like, "Malcolm McDowell will never work in another," because they were calling it like.
little
Malcolm
did they
McDowell
know
made
he
porn.
would go on to kill Captain Kirk.
Yes.
Spoiler.
In Starcade '97, the Next Generation.
Oh my god.
Oh Jesus.
Oh my god, horn dog.
Helen Mirren's
Horn
so
dog's
fucking
going-
hot in that movie, and
Yeah.
Peter O'Toole is like lesions all over his face, and he's swimming with his little fishes.
I love how Peter O'Toole says like behind the scenes shit. He's like, "I was paid to drink,
Yeah,
be in a warm pool, and be surrounded by naked women."
yeah.
And he's like, "I didn't being fulfilled as an actor, but I felt fulfilled as a man."
Exactly.
It's like,
Exactly.
yes. And like, this is a man that was Lawrence of fucking Arabia,
Yep.
and he's like, "Yeah, that was
Yeah,
it."
John. So many good actors in that movie.
Oh
It's one that we have to watch. We'll watch when I get the new edition of it. I'd like to get your opinion on that movie.
Absolutely.
So are they going with the full 4K restoration?
Yeah, and I think it's Tito Brass directed it. I think they're going with the non-Guccione version.
Yeah.
But there's obviously a lot of stuff that has to be in there because they needed it in the movie.
Yeah, no. But no, I fucking love.
Gore Vidal wrote it and then had his name taken off of it. And
Was that the first? Not the first Alan Smithy film, but that was the first.
Alan
Like,
Smithies go way back.
but like that was one of one of the more famous Alan Smithy films. right?
No, because Tito Brass is credited as the director.
Oh.
Yeah.
But I mean, as the like
The
writing.
writer just had his name taken off of
Okay.
it, so yeah. It was based on a story by Gore Vidal, but not the writing credit. Yeah.
Okay.
Yep. That's like Watchmen, based on a story by Alan Moore and
Yeah.
Dave Gibbons, but Dave Gibbons gets full credit for it.
Side note, I love that Watchmen movie. I know a lot of people.
Oh, I
don't.
do too.
I enjoy it. I love the comic and I love the movie separately, and I hate.
Everybody's like, you need the vagina squid, and I said, you don't.
Well, and then everyone I've run into is
Mhm.
like, you need to either love the movie or love the comic. There is no both. It's like,
No, I
You
said
can't
it
tell
on
me
the old
that.
show. I said that it's the best version. It's come together by Aerosmith.
yeah.
It's an incredible cover of a song that everybody loves.
Yeah.
Yeah, you know.
Because I heard the Aerosmith version first growing up, and I didn't know it was
Oh,
a
really?
Beatles song until I was like 16.
And
or
that
17.
version is from Sgt. Pepper's Lonely Hearts Club Band, the movie, where the Bee Gees and Peter Frampton play the Beatles, basically.
Okay.
And Alice Cooper gets beaten up by Andy Gibb in it.
He takes a pie shot in the movie, just like looks at the camera. And sadly, that's not even the worst film he did. You remember he's in Sextet?
He's in that, yeah.
He's the piano player.
Yeah, and he's also in Monster Dog. You ever see the Australian movie Monster Dog?
I've heard of it. I don't think
That's
I've seen
fucking terrible.
Yeah. Yes. I didn't know if I did watch it.
Are you complaining? Sorry, someone said Mets legs. I can almost see everything. Are you complaining? Are you?
I am. Being a
$50 in
person.
super chat, you might see more.
I know, right?
Sorry.
What
I'm
color
referencing
are my
things.
panties today then? Wait, do I remember? Yeah,
Like,
we're good.
joke's on you. I'm not wearing any.
No, I am. I assure you I am. Alright, sorry, I'm gonna get caught up a bit.
I assure you will.
3 men with fucking ADD. This is
Right. Hornok said, I have a fantasy where Newt is coaching me during lovemaking while wearing a military uniform.
Pushing
Okay,
his
You
hips.
need to go full Patton on this, you magnificent bastard! I said push!
Stand in front of a giant American flag.
Can you tell Neil the legend of the food drivers Merlin and Tasha? He was here for it.
Yeah.
He's literally in chat all the time.
God.
That's how, I met him. That's how I got into Rust.
Every time I now get picked up by an Uber or something like that, I assume it's gonna be Merlin or Tasha,
That'd be
who
so
are like
funny.
also doing that, and then they just drive right by, and my food is still in the back seat.
Yeah. Neil's getting comfortable on Mets and Newt's casting couch.
Mhm.
Put Newt in a military uniform, I'm standing at attention. Horndog is really.
But it's gonna
really
be
about
like
that.
one of those like ones that were like basketball pants, like it's got buttons on the side, so I
Yes.
can rip them off.
Oh.
Newt or Mets, who would be the dominant one if we
Army
looked
had
up? Oh my
half
God,
today.
Horndog, you're in full gear today.
Did you ever say
I would obviously.
watching Arrested Development? You're watching Arrested Development?
Yes, I love.
I'm a terrible fucking
Oh.
person. I've seen bits and pieces. I've
The
never
one
seen
brother
it.
doesn't want them to know that he got out of the army, so he keeps wearing
yeah.
his brother's stripper outfits, and it's like little shorts, and he's like, Army had half a day.
That's okay. That's fucking hilarious.
Deep Rock Galactic was fun. I never played it before. All right, good.
Yeah, I played
Oh.
that. That's actually a really fun multiplayer. Like if you want to do Dwarven space, I was gonna say excursion, but what's the word? Mining. God.
My panties are not black, novella, but good guess.
But my soul is.
Oh my God. See, this tells me that you can't actually see everything. Okay?
They're trying to get you to
Yeah.
basic instinct it.
No, that's fair. That's fair.
When I do it,
Reasonable.
it sounds like an old drawled bridge opening.
I feel like Newt enjoys pierogies. Horndog's going ham today.
I don't think, you know what, I don't like pierogies.
Hey, y'all, love how
I
these
think
streams
we
have.
can
You
do
don't?
I've never been a pierogi. There's literally a place around the corner here that only sells pierogies.
You didn't tell me that.
It's like up.
I love pierogies.
Yeah, it's like up and around. Because I was driving the one night when I first moved here. I was like, I should probably get to know this area.
Yeah, I just decided not to.
And I saw a place that was just pierogies, and I was like, what strange. But apparently, it's an intergalactic food. Because remember, that's what the aliens were really excited about in Men in Black was
Yes.
pierogies.
I mean, pierogies are fucking amazing.
Yeah, and of course I love pierogies because I'm so fucking Irish. It's painful. Like
Are
Yeah,
they
but-
Irish? I know them as
It's
being
potato,
from
it's-
Slavic. I guess that's fair.
it's potato powder, or is it actual it's something new.
My mom makes them all the time. I should
It's
know
all-
what it is.
So I sent somebody a video today. It was like my sugar arrived, and it was a pack of cocaine, and it's like I'm gonna use it to make my cookies, and it's like doing the thing of like shaking the big
Yeah.
rock out. And she's like, I have to eat one of these every 15 minutes.
Yeah.
And then she's eating the cookies. It's like I can hear voices inside the wall. She's punching holes in her walls.
Literally me when I first rolled up to my fucking apartment because I didn't know we had. I told you about the squirrels, but I didn't know they existed. Like I did. I
Squirrels
heard
as a
them.
concept.
No, in my apartment, in my walls specifically. Like I was like, there are squirrels outside, maybe running across my roof, but they're so much louder than the old roof squirrels at my dad's house. And then, yeah, Micah punched through a wall one day because he was pissed off, and I guess that's how
And
he
pulled a
handled that.
squirrel out.
No,
every time you punch it.
He described it as he punched the wall and it gave less resistance than expected, and when he pulled his hand out, he looked in and it was just a bunch of squirrels looking at him.
They were like, there's a living room in there.
Yeah, exactly.
There's a squirrel dad reading the newspaper.
Yeah.
Fucking those squirrels had a meeting with God moments. Like, no,
Yeah, they're
I'm
like-
telling you, we saw somebody.
Yeah.
They are dumplings filled with potatoes and cheese. We know, we're trying to figure out the form of potato.
Yeah, I could be completely wrong. Like, I've had it before, but I'm murmuring.
Does that pierogi place have a mysterious old hooded woman in the back cackling, and the building has chicken feet?
Yeah. Yes,
yes,
actually.
definitely. Not nearly as bad as Cat in the Wall. No, I think these squirrels.
I'm sorry.
Wall cat.
I think these squirrels are legitimately like our insulation. Like, I think the reason that my house is not the same temperature as outside is the squirrels.
So the Echelon Mall, where the comic book store was, they pulled out the. So we were basically, the comic book store was basically like, we were a sovereign nation. Like, the owners of the mall like stopped trying to govern us.
Okay,
we
yeah.
became ungovernable.
Nice.
And so we were down at the end all by ourselves. So we would just hang out in the mall like well after things were closed. Myself, the boss who looked like Triple H, my ex-girlfriend, stuff like that. And we would be there, and they would just whatever, just let them be. But we watched them pulling the wall down in the food court, and when they pulled down the wall of Sparrow, there was just mounds of dead mummified mice behind the walls, like stacked up like Connect 4.
Oh.
And we were just like, what the fuck?
Oh boy.
Why are they putting them in the
Because we're like, look,
sauce?
if we're gonna be here, we're not gonna sit in the store with the gate down. We're just gonna wander the mall with full autonomy.
I mean, yeah.
So my
honestly.
boss used to open like a bottle of like wine or something like that, and we would just wander the mall like we owned it.
Oh my
Those
God.
were good fucking times.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
Having lost a horse last month, I can see where dude's coming from. I'm all the way back here. I'm sorry about the loss of your horse. That really sucks.
That's true.
How's the training going, Mets, and new moves? So last week's training was mostly, we did fucking a lot of pin drills. And which is fun. I like doing the
Except
pins.
for that dude that fell on you.
Well, okay, that was still like a little bit fun. He just felt real bad, and I think he quit actually.
Jesus!
Because
Because he knew that your retaliation would be swift and
Oh my God.
severe.
No,
That's two now.
shut up. No, that's 3 if we count JJ.
Oh, God, I forgot about it.
Do you think when they get in their cars right away,
Mets
they
is playing wrestling politics before they even got a match.
I'm not
Yeah.
doing
I'm so proud of them. I can't wait to be the manager here.
Okay, well, anyway, so
Do you think they
I
get it
don't
in
think.
test
I guess to be fair, I don't think JJ is my fault
No.
entirely. I did definitely give that poor man an existential crisis that may have launched.
Let's be honest. Come on.
We won't get into that.
Yeah.
Anyway, so but no, so okay, yeah, Tuesday we did backslides and fucking what was the other one? Crucifix pins. Those were fun. So that was great though because
Yes, the hardest part's the third nail every
oh
Yeah.
my god. No, but that was funny because I got home and I was still
I
like all
guess this is
amped
where
up.
I get off the
Yeah.
couch and do kids on it.
Yep.
But no, I was all excited because I just learned these pins and like we did a whole like sequence with them and I was really excited about it. So I rolled up and I was like, "Hey Joseph," he's high as fuck on the couch watching anime, and I'm like, "Can I pin you?" He's like, "Yeah, sure, man." So like I tried to do the backslide, but
So I snapped him in half.
I tried to do the backslide and that sort of worked, but he like didn't know to tuck his head, which is fair. I should have told him that. And the second time he tucked his head, but he was still like, because we were trying to do there's no space in my apartment to do this pin,
Yeah.
right?
And he's high,
so-
and he's 8'4", and he weighs 38 pounds. So how could this possibly go wrong?
Well, that's part of the problem I realized because I set him down extremely gently the first time. The second time we tucked, he kind of slid because when you're being pinned
Because
in
there
a
was like a
backslide.
gust of wind, and he went out the window.
Yeah. No, you gotta engage your core if you're being backslid because, like, you know, that way you don't just slam into the. But
Backside
anyway.
chop chop.
Yeah, exactly. So, but, so we're doing this, and you'll have a better visual of this than you because you haven't
Okay.
seen my apartment.
Yeah.
But we're like by the shoe closet, right? And I
I'm already
backslide him
concerned.
into the living room.
Through the wall, and the squirrels are like, "What the fuck?"
Can't we all fucking piece it?
Yeah.
So we did a couple of those, and then I was like, "Hey, sorry, I misread, and I for some reason thought my nipples were out." But
Come up.
I know. So then the crucifix pin he liked a lot more because all he had to do was sit there, and then I would just turn him on his
Say,
side.
"Forgive me,
on his
Joseph.
back.
I know not what I do."
Right. But no, that was fun, and then Thursday, the pin drills. So we did promos one of those days. I think it was Tuesday. And yeah, it was Tuesday. And mine was fine. I gotta work on my promos. I know that. But Thursday, we did.
What's the other two thieves' names?
I don't know.
From the crucifixion. Barabbas was one of them. I'm a non-religious person, but I remember.
And I'm such a Catholic boy.
Yeah.
I converted to Luciferianism, so like, yeah, devil worship.
Yeah, regardless. So we worked on small packages again, which I did.
I'm right here.
No, literally, that is like the funniest pin to me because small package is a silly name for a pin, and then when you do it, you're all like twisted up at each other, and usually like one person's legs are wiggling, and it's just like the silliest pin I've ever seen. It is so silly. It is so silly.
If Monty Python made a wrestling move, it's sad.
I saw a video yesterday where, you know, there's places where it's like skydiving inside.
Yeah.
And there's a girl in a wheelchair and she's talking about like, I could do anything and make it look cool. And then they put her in the thing and her legs are just like...
Literally, that's what's like, it's like, wait. I'm like, okay, that's very silly. And then you like, it's kind of cool though, because when you kick out, you kind of like explode away from each other. I don't know, but small packages are silly. But, so after we did those though, we did sunset flips in the ring. And the one person I worked with...
Sunset town.
Like the fucking thing was gonna explode.
No, but so...
You did sunset towns? That's racist.
Yes. No. So a sunset flip, basically, the one person's bent over and they brace on the other person's thighs.
You grab them by the hip. Sorry.
No, by the thighs. Oh, I see. Oh, you're saying.
I was gonna go for a penetration joke. But
okay,
continue.
fair enough. No, you grab them by the thighs, and then the person coming at the person bent over. So the person coming in, right? Yes.
And going
everywhere. They brace on the person's back.
Imagine having the front row seats.
Right? No. Anyway,
that's why they need the splash card like it's a fucking
Gallagher show.
Right?
Pink guy at the wrestling show.
Oh god. So the person coming in gets flipped over and lands on their back, right? As they do that, they're maintaining contact with the other person. So when you land, the one person is on the ground with like their head like in between the legs, like on the ground, not like you know.
And you're sure this isn't sexual?
Yes. Well, depends on who you ask.
That's why wrestling.
And then the arms are hooked on the hips, basically. Because then the thought process is you pull the person standing down, and then you pin them that way. You like put your legs on.
Okay.
Anyway, so I did that the first time, and it more or less went fine. I'd never done it before, so it was pretty solid. No, so the second time, I didn't even really have to brace because he does shoot wrestling. Like so he just literally launched himself over me, and I did not even. All of a sudden, he's on the ground, then I'm on the ground. I'm like, oh, okay, that was easy. Because I'm like sitting there before, and like, all right, how much do you weigh? Because I can come up by his thighs. And I'm like, I can handle that much, whatever.
About 108.
He was 237.
You weigh a little bit more than 108.
Right? So then, he launched...
Batman.
Yeah, so it does sound familiar. But he launched himself over me. Anyway, so...
I love Michael Caine.
So I'm just trying to tell a story, and you guys interrupt me like 16 times. No, it's fine.
Well, because we're trying to add
because you're bored.
color to it.
No, you're good. But anyway,
so...
To be fair, you've also heard this already. But, so now I'm going... I'm going over a guy, and it's like his third day or something. So he won't get close enough to me, first of all. And I think it's because he's a little bit interested in me. So he gets close, and I'm like, all right, you gotta now put your hands on my thighs. Okay, great. And I start trying to like launch over him, and like we balk a couple of times. I'm like, all right, that's fine. So anyway, I go over eventually, and immediately, instead of like standing his ground when I hooked, he just slammed into my abdomen and like pelvis area. So it was like one sound with the amount of two sound, and it was supposed to be two separate sounds. You know what I mean? So I got the wind knocked out of me, and like everyone in the line was like, like what the fuck just happened? And so I'm like, that's fine. I got a little bit of the wind knocked out of me. I've had worse, right?
Yeah.
I try to stand up, and I'm just like, my legs are not working, and I'm like, oh boy. Now I'm fine, obviously. But yeah, he felt so bad.
Do you remember that old?
And I was just like, you're fine.
Remember that old internet clip where the lady's stomping grapes and she falls and knocks them?
Oh yeah. I did not sound like that, but the initial sound was very much like, Mets is gonna have a little trouble breathing for a second.
Yeah.
But yeah,
God, you've unlocked memory. I forgot about a long time ago.
Right.
Dude. Jesus Christ.
And,
That's an old
so I had
internet
to sit out of up and overs, which is I probably can't do them anyway, but that's
I love the
fine.
name Up and Overs though.
Yeah, so-
sounds like you're like a child.
Up and over.
Just
Yes.
Side note, I still love the story about you meeting new, you're Mets, you're new.
Yes.
I'm not here.
Mhm.
You meeting Mets dad, you're like,
Oh yeah.
just
Uppy.
Uppy.
You hold me up over Wayne like the beginning of the Lion King, you know? It's just a bunch of middle-aged white women bowing their heads to me.
Oh my god. But yeah, so I had to set it up and overs. But yeah, up and overs basically someone gets I have to like no I know, but I gotta like I was
like
gonna say
Dirty
whipped into
Dancing?
the belt buckle, and I was like you were gonna make a joke about whipping. I could just hear it happening.
No.
But anyways, so someone gets like thrown into exactly. Someone gets thrown into the buckles, right? But and then someone comes in behind them, but then instead of their impact, the person who went first
Jumps up.
yeah
on the
jumps
thing?
up and over
Okay.
and lands like behind them.
Yeah.
So yeah, it's pretty much what it sounds like, but there's no you gotta do it yourself. You just grab
I
fucking,
prefer this idea of like the Dirty Dancing thing.
Yeah,
where you
no,
like
that's
hold
fair.
them up, you know.
But
'Cause you
yeah,
had the time of your
I
life.
just sit out of learning up
no,
and
there
overs.
was a spot in CZW way back. I think it was, and I know these names are gonna mean nothing to you guys, probably nothing to you guys. There was a wrestler named Greg Excellent, and big dude like me.
I was like Barry Mediocre.
He was this big dude. His gimmick was like he had a lot of like he was more a comedy wrestler. And
Mhm.
one time he's wrestling, and he picks a guy up to do like the flapjack, you know, like pick up
Yeah.
and flop him.
Yeah.
He just picks him up, holds him, and then all of a sudden, yeah. And he's just like slow rotation. Like I know certain people hate that about wrestling. This is why I love
Yeah, but
fucking
sometimes-
wrestling.
I love that movie. I don't care what anybody says, so I'm all for that.
Oh my god.
I used to watch that movie with my mom all the time when I was a kid.
Don't put baby in the corner. It's
Yep.
like yeah, but also don't give baby a nose job because no one's gonna recognize
Yeah,
her.
true.
I was oh right. Sorry, I was continuing.
Yeah,
You're
yeah.
good, though.
That's
Oh.
just engaging. We're just talking about
Mhm.
fucking
You're
movie
good.
references.
And then I lost it because I started swimming around the Peruki's comment. Hold on. Oh, but Owls last just short of 6 novels, and I thought that was a typo, and I was like, oh no, I remember now.
Yeah.
Yeah, or just north of 6 novels. By the new a raven or an owl. I'll dress as Egghead Vincent Price.
There you go.
Get some
Nice.
tights.
I
Just get Neil some pet worms. Oh my god, have I told my pet worm story on here yet?
You're
know.
talking about the wrestling pet worm, right?
No, I'm talking about a literal like container of
Oh,
worms that I
yes.
owned in college.
Yes. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
That like I vaguely remember that, but
But yeah,
I,
because it was in conjunction with a bird that I tried to rescue.
okay.
It was fake.
No,
Yeah.
okay.
No, I'm dead fucking serious. I was like.
And then it turns out that bird stole their identity.
Yeah, that's it. I'm. Oh no.
Goddamn
find
birds.
it out. Public domain bitch posting got nothing on you. All right, fair. Yeah, have the whole Blood Rave be the movie like it's the Carl Urban Dread.
There you
I
go.
haven't seen that. Shout out to Arcane. Saw them at Subway the other day. One day you'll learn how to spell Arcane. If Newt started making his own cheese, I would buy some. Corn dog, why do you say things sometimes? No, I love you. I'm kidding.
Was that a low-key smegma joke?
It fucking better not be!
Just in here making cheese.
If you go back, you
My
can-
body naturally produces feta anyway,
Oh,
so.
God. If you go
I
back,
know this was fun, dude. I'm gonna go walk back.
I
in
used to
Vermont.
really like your show, but.
no, if you go back in the VOD when that's available later, you will see the moment that message gets sent, because I like physically reacted.
Yeah.
You guys were going off about something, but I just read that and I went.
Just two old men complaining.
Uh-huh.
Goonies 2 was an NES game and not a movie.
It was, yeah, and they have to get a mermaid.
Yeah,
in
they're
the arena.
saving a mermaid and
Yep.
like you can like hit shit with a hammer.
I used to
Hi,
date a
Tony.
girl named Marina, and I said that one time. I was like, "Yeah, that's the name of the girl in that's the name of the mermaid in Goonies 2." And her parents are like, "Don't bring this fucking weirdo to my house anymore. Like,
Oh
you
my
let
God.
him fuck you? What's wrong with you? We raised you better than that."
Aw. Thank you. Penelope Roberto sent $2. Good luck with your
Oh,
movie, dude.
thank you.
Hell yeah. Also, Tony's here. Hello, Tony. He's
Which
at work
one?
right now. Mine. He was popping in at work to say hi at work.
I was
so
gonna
got
say if that situation happened,
I
like,
would have reacted very
That would
differently.
Dude,
never
I know
happen.
this is your channel. Let me get some shit off my
Yeah,
chest.
that would never happen.
No, if I would have had a different reaction. I hope you trust me
Mhm.
and not be like, oh hi, how's it going? No,
Yeah.
Yo, that'd be some crazy. That'd be some fucking like etude rotation. I'm just like, hey.
Yeah, right?
Heel turn and be like,
Fucking
hey, dude, you need more
beware the eyes. Well, I mean, you've seen what they've done with other people I've been close to, and they convert
Right.
them. So you might be next,
Obviously,
you know.
we all
You'd
know.
be dating a wrestler, and just like she is, so you'd be all good, you know.
But Newt, they're making like what, $30,000? That's worth killing someone's life and career.
Very
I mean,
true.
Come on.
It's very true.
Oh my
It's
God.
very
Anyway,
true.
it's my turn.
The funny thing is, the producer thinks, he's like, I'll bet you dollars to donuts once we start doing stuff, you're gonna see some people turn and be like, hey, like what's going on and stuff like that, because, and I'm like, nope, never gonna happen.
Yeah.
When was the last time Newt has used fractions? When's the last time any of us have used fractions?
Actually,
you had to use fractions.
straight up used fractions, and I didn't use a calculator either.
Look
Yeah,
at you know
I
your
know.
basic math.
Yeah, when I was still,
I love when
yeah.
you say that. I'm like, I barely grasp
Yeah.
fractions.
I'm
And
just
I'm
saying.
college degree.
No, I used fractions.
No, that's
Not
actually kind of
gonna
wild.
say where I work,
Yeah, no,
but
that's
I was doing something in the office. I was like, well, we could do that with fractions, and the girl was like, what? And like, she was like younger than me, and she just graduated. Well, I don't know if she
Yeah.
graduated
So
college.
she's like, I'm done with fractions.
Yeah,
I'll do
and I
and you're
brought
like,
up
we can do this
how
with
we could
fractions.
do it with fractions, and she was just like, "What is wrong with you?
Yeah,
Like,
no.
we live in a digital age now where I can look that up, and I'm like, I'm gonna
Like,
write
we
down
can do
on a
with
piece of
fractions.
paper."
Yeah, you're like.
And I think I wanted to do it just to see if I could at that point.
And you could. And I'm
Yeah, I did.
Legitimately, because
Yeah.
that's-
And
you're gonna lose it. If you
honestly, that is.
I still write in cursive. Nobody writes in cursive anymore.
I think I've looped back around to cursive by accident, like because of how like quickly I write and how like aggressively my letters blend together.
Yeah.
Way more than I think they do.
And like, I hope this doesn't make me look completely fucking stupid. I can't read cursive. I was never.
A lot of people
taught-
can.
Oh
It's
yeah, I was
like
gonna say, they wouldn't
cursive-
taught you, I guess.
Cursive is one of those things, and you ever see like on Facebook or Instagram, it's like, if you can read this backwards, kind of thing.
But I can do that easier
Yeah.
than read cursive.
Yeah, and that's what I was saying. It's like I was trying to read someone's notes that they left for me the other day because I was at a different property, and I was like really like agonizing over the fucking cursive of it. And I'm left-handed. I have terrible handwriting. Plus I can't spell. I'm functionally illiterate.
Same though.
Oh god, yeah. So okay, you've actually inadvertently benefited from Newt's typing.
Yeah.
Because I used to be such a fucking grammar Nazi, and I've gotten so used to the way that Newt types that like it doesn't
Well,
even
you're telling-
process.
I don't believe in grammar in
No,
in any of that. Just out of principle.
And,
And
like,
so when you make like minor spelling mistakes, I hope you know most of the time I don't even fucking notice
and
it.
I'm a fucking embarrassed because after I don't know if it's anxiety or something like that, but I am so like trying not to prove how stupid you are, trying not to prove how stupid you are, and like if I get one spelling error, I'm like, you fucking idiot, you're a college graduate.
Nope, I've sold screenplays. I've written things that people have
And your
seen.
screenplays are how you text.
Yes,
Like, it's not,
exactly.
I just
And I always have
you
someone
have
else-
a few more periods in there
So-
when you're writing a screenplay.
Well, because if I didn't get my period, I'd be worried. I'm Catholic, you know.
I need to be pure for Jesus.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
But no, I always like when I hand in something and they're like, "Did you write this with your feet?" You know.
Oh my god.
That's when you fucking pull in and be like, yeah, what's up?
Yes, I did.
Yeah, right? Neil, can we get a Vince McMahon, you're fired? Oh god.
You're fired.
No, it's not. Oh no.
I could do the longer one, but I don't know if you have neighbors, by the way, so I.
just
I don't know
businesses
who's here,
are all closed,
actually.
right?
Yeah, I think they're both closed, but occasionally I'll see somebody wandering around the beauty shop at like 3 o'clock in the morning. I'll go for like a walk or something because I can't fall asleep, and I'll just see somebody in there. It's like, I hope they live there.
Also, Genius here. Hello.
Hello.
Your second husband is drinking out of his second
Oh,
husband's
yeah.
cup.
He's
Almost
a-
stole my Wichita cup.
And the witch, yeah, with the witch
Yeah, yeah. I'm still gunning for a Muppets version of Caligula.
There we go.
I mean, there is Let My Puppets Come.
Yes.
which is,
Directed by Jerry Damiano.
there's another puppet
Features,
porno too. I forgot.
Tommy Pistol did one as well for Wood Rocket. Let My
That's
Puppets
right.
Come is crazy though because it's got like half the cast
No, I will not hear you out.
of
Paul.
blood-sucking
Sorry.
freaks in it.
That's right.
Yeah.
I
Ralphus is in it and the other chick is in it. Yeah.
Okay, I
Killer
guess.
vacuum movie. I fucking.
Paul, as soon as we started talking about Muppets, I got OMG, hear me out from Paul, and I'm like,
How about
Muppets
now?
version of ECW. You're just determined to ruin ECW for me. I know it.
How
I
would they
know
do
it.
that with their little arms like?
No, you can't do that with puppets because the barbed wire gets stuck in the string. And
Exactly.
You think
True.
you think Terry Funk, get me out of this shit, god damn it. I do a
Now
lot
I
of
just hear-
shitty impersonations.
I love every single one of them. I've been encouraging.
Now I
Tommy Dreamer, you better marry Bill or I'm gonna kick you in the fucking nuts.
He likes that.
Now all I can hear is Miss Piggy like drop kick.
Oh my.
Neil, what's the best Giant Gonzalez match? Was it better than Great Khali?
Okay.
I know both of these names as a concept.
But Jesus, I don't know if I should answer that seriously or not. I was gonna say jokingly, best Giant Gonzalez match, the one where he retired.
Yeah,
That was really mean. No, I haven't seen a lot of his matches. I know he did a lot better work when he was in WCW. I forgot what his name was in WCW, but
I don't know.
yeah, by the time he got to WWF as Giant Gonzalez, I know he had a lot of problems. Something about Great Khali too, they asked?
Yeah, is he better than Great Khali again?
I'll quote The Undertaker on this. Giant Gonzalez made Great Khali look like Lou Fez.
Oh, God,
And that's a quote directly from The Undertaker, who's worked extensively with both.
Okay.
So I'm gonna have to take Taker's suggestion and say...
Take Taker.
Take
Yeah, that'd
Taker.
be my wrestling name.
Oh my God.
Take Taker.
And then we're still getting more wrestling questions. I still don't like how the Lita and Edge and Matt Hardy story went. No spoilers, but should have made all of them stars.
I get what your whoever said that. Like, I get what they're saying because it's shitty that they took real life drama and made it a
You were
storyline.
telling me a little bit about
But
this.
Edge has been very open about, and Matt, to be fair, like, but also, sorry, random thoughts.
You're good.
No, like, they were professional with each other. They were enough of a wrestling profession to do that. To be honest, Lita got the short end of the stick because she was the one getting, like, social media. Like, when she retired from wrestling and was doing her band shit, like, she would not talk to wrestling fans for a solid decade because, like, they were that fucking, like...
I gotta imagine that edging shows nobody came, like the attendance was
Oh my God.
Those cage matches were brutal.
Novell said really right in front of my salad a while ago. What?
Really? Salad?
Helen Mirren sang a song about Caligula on SNL where she's like, I was in the orgy scene. I got a movie idea, dude. Take that pig fucking episode of Black Mirror and make it Deliverance meets Caligula.
Oh my God.
Helen Mirren is still hot.
Yes, she is, yeah.
Holy Mountain or El Topo?
I'm going narratively El Topo, experience-wise, Holy Mountain. That's Jodorowsky directed those.
I've never
And
Also, hello, Macabre.
Santa Sangre as well.
Professor Macabre is here.
Hello.
Backing up slightly. Sorry, I'm trying to
I
keep
keep
us-
offering Newt a seat here, and he's being...
I'm good. I like this whole not being on camera thing.
I want to see Newt give you both a foot massage. You might see Newt get kicked in the face. I'm incredibly ticklish.
And I'm gonna kindly decline.
Yeah.
Your voice
Come on.
hurts so bad.
I do this for everybody who comes over. Gerald's like,
Newt, I appreciate that.
Yeah.
I'm
No,
gonna
I-
have to ask you fucking
whoops, my
no.
hand went up just a little too
See, that's
far.
when you that, yeah. That's like, I can get.
You
I
want to
can
be a
put my-
YouTube star, don't you?
Okay, sorry, that's extra funny because we just, at work, we just had to do the sexual harassment training module, teaching us how to, no, I'm just kidding.
How to sexually harass?
But yeah, so my brain instantly auto-filled that with quid pro quo because that was like the section
Yeah.
that I tried not to pay attention because I know what I'm doing, but no, I'm just
I'm
kidding.
gonna sexually harass everybody.
No, I'm kidding, but okay, that pissed me off because it was like, this is module is required to be an hour long, and I'm like, great. So I took a screenshot of the very beginning of it where it was like, by the way, this is required to be an hour long. That was at 7:24 p.m. And then I finished it at like 8:33, and it was like, because this is required to be an hour, we're going to show you additional scenarios. And I finally wrapped up at 8:51. That is not an hour. That's an hour and a half. Get out of my face.
But in wrestling time,
Yeah.
it's different.
No, that's you're thinking football where they like pause the clock all the time. They don't do that in wrestling.
Does wrestling have a timer?
Yeah,
They
technically.
do have like a timekeeper and stuff like that, but it's not in the sense
It's just
of
to see how
like.
long the match is.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
And they do have like
Time
count
limits
outs,
sometimes,
time limit
yeah.
draws,
Yeah,
stuff like
okay.
yeah, but it's
Um,
not like
Shows I know nothing about
it's
this.
fine.
Also, like, you were talking about, like, you want to be famous on YouTube. All I could think of was that scene from Fame. It's just like, do I start crying now?
Oh my
You should probably start crying.
Or there's no foot rubs.
Don't worry, you can ask Matt. I've been crying enough.
When is this going to turn into a tickle party? Absolutely never. I
It
will
already-
skin everybody involved in that. And then feed it to each other. Sorry, that's been like my thing lately.
I'm expecting you to watch just meow.
I just pop up between your legs like. Hello.
It's great. The ultimate cut that inserted Black Freighter is tops. I think we're moving
Oh,
back
yeah,
to
Watchmen,
Caligula.
yeah.
Oh, Watchmen. Okay,
Yep.
I couldn't remember.
Yes, that's right.
Yep.
They did
What's
make
up,
an
everyone? Hope you're all having a good one. What's up, Roy? Alice Cooper gets beaten up. What? Yeah. I
Yeah,
guess.
he gets beaten up in
By the Bee Gees.
Yep.
Yes.
Looping back to the Uber thing. Wait, where'd it go? Shit. Better than keep driving than kidnap you, I guess. Oh yeah, because I probably didn't actually almost get kidnapped, but like.
Don't fucking tell me that.
What? Well, no, like, notice that you guys were there in real time. The fucking Uber driver.
that time!
Yeah.
Okay, no.
My Uber driver just, like, fucked off, with me in the car, and eventually made it back, but I had to, like, tell him to go back. He kept, like, so initially, there's, like, a few turns you could take to get to work, right? At one point, he skipped a left turn that I normally would have made. However, you can continue going straight for a little bit longer, take a different left turn, and still get there in approximately the same amount of time. Okay, sure. So I'm like, alright, well that's weird he skipped that turn, especially because the GPS was telling him out loud to make that turn. But you know what, maybe he's local, he knows whatever, right?
Sure.
So then he skips another left turn.
This car is 100% death proof.
Right?
You just really need to be sitting around soon.
He skips the next left turn. I'm like, well, I'm not thrilled about that, but on the like the GPS I can see at the top that even though it added like 10 minutes to the drive, if he kept going straight, we would still get to the destination.
Yeah.
I really would have preferred if he didn't do that, but fine, we're still on track.
Yeah.
Then out of fucking nowhere, he turns right.
Yeah.
And I'm
And
like,
he just starts driving into the woods.
yes, unironically, and I'm like, hey.
It's like
so
when they
start-
killed Adriano on The Sopranos. Like,
Yeah. So like, I'm messaging you and Gerald now. I'm like, hey, I'm gonna send you guys my Uber tracking because what the fuck? And like I opened the little like safety thing because I'm like, I'm not gonna like call 911 yet, but like, you know, if this keeps going, maybe I will. You know, I'm just gonna
you know, like
have
your
that
Uber
on
driver can like text you.
Yeah,
He just texts you, run.
right? Like, but no, like so he keeps making turns and he keeps ignoring his GPS. That's like, please turn the fuck around where you're going. Because also his GPS did not tell him to take that right. He just took it for funsies.
Yeah.
So yeah, he's driving around and like.
But it's not like it's taxi. Like he's not getting paid by the.
Exactly.
Well, that's what we were trying to figure out.
Yeah, so like, why is he doing this? Because
Yeah.
that would be my first assumption.
Yeah.
Is that he's trying to make the ride longer so he gets paid more. I'd still contest that, but I wouldn't be worried about my safety. I'd just be like, wow, this guy's a dickhead. But then like I was like, well, wait, but we prepay for it. Like, you pay. Now apparently later they can adjust it to like mess with like if the length was. They didn't do that this time, so like whatever. But like, what is he doing, right? So like, he's ignoring the instructions, and then like, eventually. It's been like several minutes, and he's like, he keeps skipping turns and like going random ways. And then I see him, and I'm like, oh, I see Route 30 up on our right.
Yeah.
If we get onto Route 30, we'll be back on track. This was absolutely not the way to go, but at the bare minimum.
Yeah.
And then I notice he's not in the right lane. He's like all the way in the left lane. So I'm like, hey, turn right.
Yeah.
He's like, oh, do you want me to do that? I'm like, yes, turn right, get on 30, you. I didn't, but I was like, hey, get on 30. Like, yes, that's the correct way. Your GPS is telling you that. I'm telling you that. Go. Right? I was much nicer because I was fucking terrified.
Yeah.
I was like, hey, that's what the GPS says, and that's 30. Like, we should go.
That was
So
another.
yeah, he gets over and turns right after legitimately being like, oh, do you is that okay with you if I make this turn? I'm like, motherfucker.
Dude, that was another.
I was not
That's
happy.
odd.
And then we get spit out, and I'm literally one exit away from my destination. Now magically you can follow the goddamn instructions because it's like, oh, take this exit, turn left here, whatever, right? So yeah, I get there like 15 minutes later than I wanted to. Thankfully, I was just picking up the car from Joseph and not going to work, for my shift. But yeah, I was like, I didn't really almost get kidnapped, but also, what the fuck else was that?
Yeah, what the
You know
fuck?
what I mean?
And yeah, that sort of was playing in my head when I, the dude that picked me up on Uber, really nice dude, and I tipped him very well, because like, part of it was like, thank you for making a country boy feel welcome, and also, thank you for not fucking like, oh, we're going to the scenic route, be like, can I just go?
The scenic route. There is a scenic route, that's not even it.
Scenic route, but like, I've been on a train for 12 hours,
Yeah.
I'm hot, I'm sweaty, I'm scared.
Please just take me
You ever
on.
see the Bone Collector?
No.
Where there's a cab driver who's killing people?
Yes.
Yeah. I think it was fucking Angelina Jolie and what's his face is
Wasn't that like that wasn't an early Angelina Jolie. This is
fairly early. It was around the same time maybe as Tomb Raider.
Okay, I was gonna say, is this pre-Scanners?
No, this is after Scanners. What's his face is paralyzed. Fucking Denzel Washington is paralyzed, and he's like trying to solve the crime from there. That's a fucked up movie. Ed O'Neill is his boss in it. Al Bundy is his boss in it.
Side note, I love Married with Children.
Oh, me too.
That is a show that no matter how fucking sad and depressed I am, I put that on, I am.
Lana and I were talking about that the other night. We went to the movies when I fell asleep in the movie, so I missed the last 20 minutes of the movie we went to go see because I conked out and I never fall asleep in movies. But the movie was so fucking boring.
Jeez.
Like the 3 Lord of the Rings movies had less walking than this fucking movie.
Did you watch that fucking like? What was the? Not Gary. What's the art house film where they had?
Joey? No.
It's Jerry.
It's Jerry. Yes, with
Something-
Matt Damon and Casey Affleck.
Yeah, and they're literally just walking in the desert for.
Yeah, it's a Gus Van Sant movie. Yep.
Like, as a person who's like artsy fartsy, went to artsy college, like I can appreciate that, but also as a viewer, I'm like, fucking get to the point.
When are they gonna get to the fireworks factory?
Yes, the fireworks factory.
Like, I was watching that for an art fucking class thing, and I'm like, okay, this is either gonna end one of the two killing each other or fucking each other.
Yeah.
Either way, just
let's do that now.
Let's do that now.
And then the last hour of the movie could just living with the consequences of those actions. Any more questions, friends?
Yes, I'm just
No.
sorry. Fine. The one time that you guys look at me, I'm not looking at the chat. I have been staring at the chat. I could probably say the last message out of my memory alone because I'm staring at the chat for so long. But God forbid I take 2 seconds. No,
It
sorry.
also doesn't help the fact.
Just stay staring directly into the camera now.
Okay.
I'm watching.
I can't lean on my knee that long.
Oh God. Yeah, okay, it was this one. Horn Dog said, let's paint Newt's toes while he tells us about his Suspiria.
Okay.
PCM
The remake or the original?
Ugh, dude, that
Yes.
original fucked me up.
Yeah.
Great film.
Who the fuck? Psychotronics said, have you ever farted and bugs came out asking for a friend? Can't say that I
So
relate to that one.
Sorry.
I have a funny story that's sort of along the lines of that. When I was in college.
No. How?
Wait,
Why?
When I was in college, we knew a dude, and his real name was Timmy, but
Also,
like
real quick, should I start a Domino's order? Just
You might
so I
as
don't
well,
forget
yeah.
food exists?
But Timmy was one of those guys who would just do things just to like so people would like him, like a Tom Green kind of thing.
Yeah.
And we were leaving a bar, and I didn't really particularly get along with these people, but my roommate at the time was friends with all these people,
Okay.
and Tim just decided to go and fart on an anthill.
Why would you do that?
I don't know, but he just full on pulled his pants down and farted on an anthill.
Is
A Canadian anthill too.
oh great.
Yeah. So
Excuse me there, eh?
yeah, and it was just I was like, what the fuck am I doing? And I wound up going home, and like that's literally when I started thinking like, maybe I don't want to go to school here anymore.
And like, this is gonna sound terrible.
Yeah.
That is the second worst story I've ever heard involving an anthill. The first is still the Ozzy Osbourne.
Oh yeah,
Oh,
where he
yeah,
snorted
that's
a
right.
line of ants.
I know about that because of 1,000 Ways to Die.
Oh yeah.
Oh my god. They were talking about that as I was leaving training. I can't remember if it was TRL, so Friday night, or Total Request Line, or Thursday
I
night.
wasn't
But
able to
yeah,
say it that time.
they were.
Because you were expecting it.
I was. But yeah, right as I was leaving, someone was like, "Oh yeah, y'all seen that show 1,000 Ways to Die?" And I literally launched back in the room like, "I love that show. Okay, bye."
Burst to the wall like the Kool-Aid man.
Oh yeah.
Oh,
Spike
my-
TV.
I didn't intentionally shake my
Dude,
fucking-
Ron Perlman was the narrator, right?
Yeah. Until the last season. Like the last season they had some. Is it the first season or last season they had someone else doing narration?
I just remember seeing one.
I think it was the first season. Because I remember when I did my rewatch recently, where I don't remember if you joined me or not. I know Gerald and I watched everything because then we explained chainus to you.
The one rare night when Gerald wasn't with his other friends, his other friends.
I heard two voices also.
No, you're good. I said I think we'd explain chainus to you when you came back because I made you watch that episode.
Yeah.
Chainus and the ferrets and yeah. Those were separate scenarios in the same.
I'm just so tempted next
time.
Do you
want to hear about the chainus, dude?
What is the chainus?
Well, you see, it's a combination, it's a portmanteau of the words chain and anus.
Anus, yeah, that's what I figured.
I mean, I can figure that one out.
So this guy, he swallowed a chain and then, like, when he shit it out, he, like, connected it, right?
So in the only cool scene in that movie we saw the other day was the fucking killer hits the girl on the head with an axe that has a chain on it, punches through her stomach, grabs the chain, and then pulls her head up through her spine.
Okay.
And that was cool, but it was so poorly executed that it looked terrible, but I was like, oh, that's cool in principle.
Paul said, fucking chainus, what the fuck? I need therapy.
What if you just start pooping chains, but like you didn't swallow chains?
They just form.
But yeah, it's like, that's like a medical condition. So, you know, like on like a ship,
there was
they have
more
those
to the
like
chainus
long.
thing,
Oh no, we'll get to that.
Yeah, okay.
But you know, like on a ship, like the anchor is like huge, long. Like, what if you just started pooping chain?
You know,
like, what is the wrong one, by the way? Are we just getting a pizza?
Yeah, might as well.
I'm getting my pasta.
Or like, you know, like remember kids who could like.
I'll pay for my share.
Remember people who used to like put like a chain like in their mouth and then pull out their nose and do that? Like, what if you could do that with your urethra?
No, I'm not gonna say I have a lot of anxiety.
What if I came an Italian horn?
I'll say it again. I'm not gonna say I have a lot of anxiety, which I do.
Yeah.
I'm glad that you've added to that now, so thank you.
Because imagine you're pooping and it like boom, something hits the bowl and you're like, oh my god, and you stand up and you've got like navel chain.
You're fucking rattling like what, Jacob Marley.
Yeah, and you have to go to the doctor and they have to check in there and they're like, what the fuck?
How much iron have you consumed this week?
Yeah, that's what Paul was like, pooping chains will happen to you, OD on iron supplements. No, I don't have that problem, so I keep forgetting to take mine.
Mm-hmm.
Anyway,
by the way, I found a thing for like your iron supplements when I was cleaning.
Yeah, because we bought two, so there's the one I keep in my purse and there's the unopened one. Or maybe it's open, I took one.
The one you're hiding?
Yeah.
Keep from the folks.
It's my Anne Frank.
Oh right, the chainus end of that.
Chainus.
So yeah, okay. The way this guy died.
Sorry, I'm reacting to the Anne Frank chains.
Yeah. The Nazis are gonna kind of come and take your.
I keep wanting to do the Animaniacs joke and be like, good night, everyone.
All right, so chainus.
Yeah, sorry. I'm simultaneously thinking about chainus and trying to order food, which is like. Not grossing me out, but it is like.
Okay, we'll stop talking about chainus.
No, it's fine. I mean, it's quick. So he, I think they had like someone breaking into the piercing shop he worked at or whatever.
Yeah.
Fucking hides behind one of those. I think it's a forklift. He hides, But it was like, so. It, I guess someone got in the forklift and like turned it on and didn't know he was there, and it caught the chain. And like lifted him up, and like that pulled everything taut, and it just like ripped his organs open.
Taught him a lesson.
Exactly.
Yeah, I needed sleep. But...
Anyway, yeah, that's chainus.
Oh man, imagine having your organs pulled out through your asshole with a chain by a dude who's forklift certified.
No, it wasn't pulled out. It was like because it was looping all the way through.
I know, but in my version,
when it went taut,
everything would get pulled out.
Yeah, alright.
It would come out clean in the same shape it is inside your body. Because I imagine that's just how things work.
Can I just say, and when people say Mortal Kombat's on our list, let's be fucking honest.
Well, it's like, you ever see Mystics in Bali?
Okay, hold on. I'm
the Indonesian movie where the girl,
the title's ringing a bell, but
her head comes off and her organs are hanging from it, and she just flies, the head flies around and sucks babies out of women's vaginas.
No, like
what do you like on your pizzas?
Meat, some veg. No mushrooms. That's my hard limit.
Don't worry, I know.
I like it a little bit on. I was gonna say onion, but I'm like, nope, that will kill me. Don't want to do it. No, and I completely respect that.
I'm not allowed to be on camera. I'm gonna be forced to eat
I don't want
onions.
that specific.
Well, I'll make a deal with you because my disability is dictating I need to stand up for a little bit. So do you want to?
No, we're good right now. When you need to stand up, you stand up.
Like right now. So that's what I was like.
Yeah.
It's like at this moment, in fact.
Just I will get off camera for a second.
Mhm.
So I could get us 2 pizzas instead of me getting my pasta. I don't know.
And
I don't know
like,
why I'm like short circuiting.
can I ask a special request? Because I like
Yeah.
buffalo wings from that.
Yeah.
Can I order that? And I'll pay.
I
Okay.
can extra. I can give you cash.
Yeah, I can give
Okay.
you cash as well.
So I'll set it for cash.
Mm-hmm.
Why can't I just find like it's Jesus Christ?
Also, then I've been wanting to say this. I keep randomly laughing because I turn to look at you and I have a ghoulie standing right fucking back at me.
Yeah.
So like I'm looking at you and just out of the corner of my eye.
Say a
That.
little ghoulie. I got a ghoulie here too that she gave me.
Alright, I guess I'm dying all of a sudden. Alright.
I'm just trying to stop myself from marking out in your room. Like, this is the house I want when I grow up, and
Yeah.
I'm fully aware that I am a grown man.
My old apartment had more space and like I had more stuff up. My one portion.
What vegetable you desire?
My vegetable. What do you
Would anyone be off put by broccoli? I do like broccoli on my
I do
pizza.
like broccoli.
Sure, I'll put
If
that
that's
in there.
cool with you
That's
guys,
fine.
not.
That's fine.
It's cool with me. It is apparently not cool with Domino's. They do not
They
have
probably
that
don't
sauce.
have it.
Then they just fuck it.
Black olives.
I got black. Alright, I'll toss
Okay.
some olives on there.
I will admit I will pick off the. I hate black
Oh,
olive.
alright.
Cold olives.
Wow, that's racist.
I
Yes,
hate
Newt,
tomatoes.
because the white olive is the only olive for me. Jesus.
Now that I've adjusted, question again: what color panties am I wearing?
Oh, those are the colors.
I just guessed.
Did you?
Yeah.
Oh my god. I
I'm
love
the-
this of your angle. You
No, I'm the panty whisperer.
Yeah, no.
I
he,
just like.
if you guys heard what Newt said, he is
I was
correct.
right? Okay,
yeah,
nice.
you're right.
It's like I hold up those cards, you know, and I can see
Yeah, right.
like, a couple of wavy lines.
Put the card to your head.
I need
You're
a
wearing
Mets,
blue
I
panties.
need a Mets thigh high stocking episode. I've worn thigh highs here recently.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, recently I'm not sure, but.
Oh, okay, good night, horn dog.
Yeah, he's
Good night,
setting
you
up.
beautiful horny people. I love you and I will miss you. Would Newt wear a thong and leggings on OnlyFans for money? Oh my god.
I don't think I would. That would be far too constrictive for me.
What about banana? Are we up with banana peppers?
Yeah,
Is that gonna work with
It's.
sausage and pepperoni?
Yeah.
I can leave them off too. I don't know, man.
I am not a banana pepper guy.
Okay, that's fair.
I can deal with it, but.
Oh my god, let's just go with sausage and pepperoni then. I do not wish to prolong this.
But Dad.
I could also get us 2 pizzas with different things on them.
Does that work? Are you allowed to do that?
Yeah. Okay, so I'm gonna make one of them. You like olives, you don't.
I'm like, cause I love giving that shit too, and I was like, I'm gonna leave that to Newt's dog, cause that's gonna just leave. It's like, I need your ride back to your place.
Mhm.
Okay.
I'm already home.
Can I put mushrooms on the one that we're gonna eat?
Yeah.
Okay.
It's
I
not
don't
on
like
mushrooms.
mushrooms. I can put onions on that one, although I don't like onions.
The
myself.
fungus is among us.
Screw the onions. I don't want to risk.
Okay, I will have sex with the onions.
Yeah, I mean, I thought that you and I were gonna make out later. Now I'm like, you know,
Well,
you're gonna eat onions. Forget
No,
it.
I just want to be YouTube
Yeah.
famous, alright?
Fine.
So I too could be
So
an
you're
asshole.
gonna abandon me too? God damn it.
No, I was gonna say. So I could charge people $75 in super chat and be like, ask me questions that I
Alright,
care
what
about.
do you want? I don't know.
I just wanted to like get a side of buffalo wings because
Oh, right, okay.
I don't know how to use the app either.
It's not the app, it's just the website.
Ah,
But
okay.
yeah, this is a pizza, not the wings.
Oh,
I was gonna get us 2 pizzas.
so you
I
want
will-
me to choose?
I will be able to eat both of them, but
So this is the second pizza.
Yes.
Okay.
that seems fair, guys, right? Because
No,
like
you're being very.
that way, like you like everything on one pizza, you like everything on one pizza, because then I can have like a little bit of both, but like you have the majority of the one of your respective pizzas.
Would you?
I know how things work.
Would you be offended by like chicken and bacon?
No.
If they have chicken?
The onions are the only thing I'm iffy on.
Yeah, I
I'm not
won't get the
allergic to
onions.
them. I just don't.
No, I won't get the onions. Expect them to and.
That's what I'm called sexually.
Hell yeah.
Raw vanilla.
Yeah, let me mix it up.
Oh
So-
yeah. You were gonna. So that's in the bag of ice.
Oh yeah.
I couldn't
I need to
find
stop
like.
moaning so sexually when I crack my neck. I almost crack my neck.
So I can't find like just straight up chicken. So
Oh,
I guess
okay.
premium chicken like.
Alright, I'll talk about with it.
Then like I got it. Like.
Because it's alphabetized, so it should theoretically be in your seat.
Yeah, and that's why I was just having a mental fit.
Yeah, you're good. I was
That scared me, and I was gonna do the same thing for the ice. So, yeah, chicken bacon on.
Oh my god, I thought you were gonna bang that over your knee, and I'd be like, you're a fucking crazy.
I
person.
was gonna.
Oh, there's like.
Now you
Can
guys
your
get to
friends
see
go home now?
Turn off the lights, cup them.
I think we're good.
Yeah, I'm.
Now we're good.
Stop, it's already dead.
I just, I don't like big chunks of it.
I was gonna say that, good sir, and this is gonna be very honest. Would you like me to serve you?
I'm good.
No, it's just I wanted my. Aside from cooking, one of my hobbies is like mixology. So.
Oh, cool.
If you want.
Well, yeah, I guess you would probably be the better person to make this.
Oh, this is also your glass, should you desire it.
Do you got a dumb question? You got a spoon I could use it?
Yeah. They're all burned up from all my crack use.
Alright, go get
Oh, I thought it was heroin
I'm
addiction.
gonna get
dude.
your wings.
All right.
What kind of wings do you want?
Just mild. And can I get like 2 things of blue cheese?
Mild, what? Sorry. Yes, you can.
They put like a fucking industrial
Here,
staple in
just,
this
I'll
thing.
rip it open.
No, I got it.
Oh, you got it.
You know.
Good job.
Yeah. I'll get a spoon. I
Like I said, I'd just rip it open
I
like
forgot
that.
we're still on the chat. And this.
Oh my god. I like
Live, everyone.
I like how I'm like, oh, just rip it open. Like that isn't why you have to take my door off the hinges. Well, the hinge. We'll say that.
Who's unhinged?
My door.
Oh.
Like in a literal sense.
Oh, okay.
It's been having a time. I'm not gonna lie. I think I've referenced this before, but the lower hinge has been off.
Hey guys, I just got here.
Lower hinge has been off for a while, and my brother screwed it back in because remember the indefinitely screwing joke.
Yeah.
And then it's been back out for some time.
Did you notice how cockeyed this is?
It did actually, and that was why people bring up Dutch
All right.
angles.
I ordered like 16 pieces just to take back home.
Mm-hmm.
Y'all are the ones paying, so.
Yeah.
Alright, add to order. That might be necessary. And then I'm gonna add something sweet because I have problems.
Yes. So let me mix this.
Yeah.
Oh, you go for it.
You don't mind if I move this in the kitchen? Because
No, it's alright.
I can't do shit bent over.
Yep.
I'm broken.
I'm gonna get the cinnamon twist. Icing.
What do I
Every time I see Domino's icing, I remember that my worst ex tried to what's it called? Like he tried to.
I will give you money.
Yeah. Yep.
He tried to train me to come at the taste of Domino's icing.
What?
Sorry, you were about to say
On a
something.
completely different subject, which class is yours again, man?
I don't think it matters.
Neither of those. The smaller one's yours.
I like this-
The Wichita one is mine.
I love this, and
it.
that's my other one. I love this Pavlov slut concept that we
Yeah.
have.
Do you want me to? Alright, do you want it in there,
Yeah,
or do you want to
do.
grab a second? Because he's like
Oh,
mixing
he's
Coke
mixing-
in it.
oh,
That's why
okay.
we brought the Coke.
Oh, alright.
Oh yeah. Do I need to add a second liter of Coke? 2 liter of Coke.
Yeah, and then we need the other thing.
Alright, I'll add a 2 liter.
No, and I know how ominous this is seeming. Like I'm making this off camera. Add
Oh fuck! I didn't even think about that. I'm too trusting.
It's
Alright.
fine. I fall asleep ass up and naked anyway, so it doesn't really matter.
Alright, great. Check out. I'm not adding more things for the love of God. Oh, sorry, I would have done that if I. You have free pizza and more to redeem.
What?
Yeah, because we're using my brother's account.
Mm-hmm.
Alright, there you go.
So what have I missed while I've been sitting on the floor?
Fucking. I don't know. Okay. So this is the what's it called? This is the pre-tipped roll, I suppose.
I have more cash too. I think.
Okay.
Yeah.
Delivery now. Taking checkout. Other payment options at checkout. I like how I did checkout like 3 times before it decides to actually let me check out.
There's no the one
I think I'm Joseph.
the one property I was working at has no like Wi-Fi whatsoever.
Oh, fun.
So I keep fucking hitting the button and I'm like, oh my god, I think I just charged myself like
Press
7
on
times.
delivery. Your store is currently requiring prepayment for orders more than $50. Please pay the credit, debit, PayPal, or gift card. Okay, well that's fine, I guess. It's not gonna let me do that. Just so you know.
Alright. What else you need?
It's not accepting.
You what?
like that.
Hand towel. Like wash my hands before I hand.
Yeah.
Alright, I'll come back and talk to the chat for a second. And YouTube's loading. Give me a second. But yeah, it's not a cash. It's not allowing me to put cash upon delivery as an option. Yeah.
Ah, okay.
Why is that debit card so much? Expired. Yeah, and it's not gonna take any of my cards. I can guarantee it.
What's up? Here, I can help mine.
Then I will pay you back. Take this one.
Yeah.
Alright. Once again, we're struggling order.
Yeah.
I meant to do this a while ago. That's why I brought it up when we first started streaming, and then like we just got talking, and we're all vibing too well. So.
I know, right?
So, this is news. I'm legitimately curious to see what you think of it.
You can make mine heavy if you want.
Oh no.
Well, and I balance it out the same like way, so.
Oh, okay. No, you're
But I
good.
don't mind if we kill the ball, by the way. So.
Okay.
Not gonna hurt my feelings.
Big old chunk of Elvira right there.
No, that's actually part of
Oh, that's part of the rug. Oh, I see it. Yeah,
a big old chunk of Elvira.
yeah.
Yeah.
Just a piece of cat on the floor.
It happens. Wish I knew my
card. I have my credit card memorized, but not my debit card.
Oh, that is more expensive than I thought it was.
Yeah.
Let me see if I have that on this card.
Okay.
Yeah. Because I get paid tomorrow.
I get paid later this week. Right, because it's Monday, yeah. Or Thursday. Huh? Yeah, give it a second. Got two.
Okay, cool.
Alright.
Yeah,
I know how weirdly on
Successfully, please.
this may sound, but like I'm curious if we both try this before.
That one's yours.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Alright. Well, then I'll unfill this one.
Oh my god.
Hold on.
Tivina began preparing an order at 12 o'clock. Is it
Okay.
really midnight? Oh my god.
Oh, that's probably why, because my paycheck went in. Nice.
Oh.
Yeah.
Nice.
But in truth, I am curious, like, what do you think of it?
It's good, I like it.
And
Yeah.
it does nail the vanilla Coke taste.
Yeah,
so
yep.
That's why this is my go-to drink in college. So.
Nice.
Makes sense. Alright, now will you let me load up the chat again for the load done? Oh, that's last week, so we were vertical. Alright,
Well, last week, I think it was like weeks ago.
was that 2 weeks? Oh yeah, we filmed like
Yeah,
other shit.
because we filmed last week just a whole bunch of other
I
stuff.
don't know what day it is.
Yeah. It's funny that I have, between the stuff that Marutoso shot and the stuff that I shot, and then the stuff that I put on Patreon and then gonna make live on this channel, I have videos all the way through August already.
Okay, nice.
Which is good, because I have no, like, I don't feel passionate enough about anything to talk about it right now.
And Brando said, Newtster. Why is that a name I recognize much? Taylor. Newt used to be 5'6", 6'4" with the afro before the haircut. Oh my god. Order a veiny, throbbing sausage pizza with erotic peppers and nipple-sized pepperoni.
Yes, please.
Elvira wants Domino's, not Russian gangster with bullet teeth. Who?
Our Russian gangster delivery driver the one time.
Oh, right.
Yeah.
I remember. Okay. Is that the origin of Pinhead's chains? They're just shooting from his anus?
From his asshole, yeah.
Oh my god.
We have such sights to show you, but not that.
We didn't watch it together, we talked about it. Okay, fair enough. I want to tattoo Newt's name on my tank. Oh, that's
There you
smart
go.
dog. He's also been doing yoga to improve flexibility.
Mm.
He just said a whole bunch in a row. Put a ball gag in my mouth and do not let me say the safe word. I'll do a popper before you penetrate me. I would hope so. God. In Bone Collector, Denzel Washington was Lincoln Rhyme, based on a series by Jeffrey Deaver.
Yeah, yep,
Similar vibes to Alex Cross, the guy from Seven is in it too.
yeah, yep.
It's Pop Molly and Party. Oh, that reminds me. I know that was... No, okay, so I went to a bar middle of last
You
month.
say like Mr. Burns, like you like
'Cause
tented your fingers. Yes. Excellent.
No, I went to a bar, like, middle of last month, and,
No, I'm
No, here, go ahead. Oh.
I just don't.
Okay.
Yeah, just spell these words like that. Don't know.
yeah. And, fucking, I met this guy there because I overheard him talking about, like, should I get all 4 piercings at once? And I was like, yes. Which may be bad advice, but I could probably handle it. But so he's like, should I get all 4 piercings at once? So we start talking about piercings and tattoos, and I show him my back tattoo, because standard. Anyway, he was like, oh, we do these, like, these full moon raves. So, like, add me.
Werewolves.
Right? He was like, add me, and I was like, hell yeah. And then he has not texted me since, and there has been a full moon since. I don't know if he forgot. I don't know how drunk he was. I don't know if he was like, actually, why the fuck did I do that? Who knows, right? But I might text him next full moon and be like, still doing that.
Well, if you can't find him, then he's definitely a werewolf.
This is very basic thinking. I could drink this.
That's
water.
20.
Yep.
I was gonna say. No.
Thank you.
Is 20 enough, or did you
That's
need?
fine. Okay.
Yeah, my go-to thing. I'm gonna give you a heads up. Dr. McGillicuddy is very infamous to be like, oh yeah, smooth, nice. It will fucking sneak up and stab you.
Just
Oh,
Like
okay.
it's one of those alcohols where like, oh yeah, I'm not feeling a thing, not feeling a thing.
Good to see y'all having fun. Hello, William Smith.
What up? Oh, what's going on, man?
Yeah. I'm gonna try to edit a new one tomorrow. Already shot. I'm a bit sick, and hopefully I'll feel better tomorrow. Good luck.
Okay.
I hope you feel better, Miracle. So
Yes.
that's more important than editing a video. But also, I hope you get to because you see me.
No, do your fucking work. You want to be part of this operation?
Hellraiser 11 was okay. The new girl that plays Pinhead was a standout. I wish they gave her more to do though. The film.
Yeah, we were talking about this.
Also, I am going backwards, so don't worry. If you said something, I'm sorry.
Unfortunately, I took over a new property with work, and when I walked in, there were employees there who work at other properties, and we were all carpooling together for this meeting. And the guy, as soon as I walked in, made eye contact with me, and he clearly knew me from somewhere, and I had no idea who he was. And then the first thing he says is the show I used to be on, and I was like, oh no. So he's a big fan of that, and he wouldn't stop talking about the show the whole day and asking me all these questions and all this kind of stuff. Wait, what were we just talking about? I don't know.
See, I told you that McGillicuddy's cut.
No, because it had something to do with whatever we were just talking about.
What were we just talking about?
I don't remember.
Hellraiser 11.
Oh yes. I said to the dude, I was like, I liked it, but there wasn't enough kink in it, like it's a Clive Barker thing. And he was like, yeah, I never thought about that. You know a lot about movies. And I was like, yeah.
Marriage Toast said, yes, master.
That's right.
Their wolf, their castle. Oh my gosh.
Jesus.
Every time Nuke pops up, he should be dressed differently every time and have cat eyes.
So yeah, cat eyes, an eye patch, different hats.
Teach me the difference between a baboon and a mandrill? That's a weirdly normal question for a war dog to ask.
Teach me how to Dougie. Teach me how to.
How about between the legs, like an extra?
Yeah, there you go.
How'd you get Joey Burns from Friday the 13th? What? I don't know.
Oh.
Sorry.
Oh, you're Joey from Friday the 13th.
I feel like that's rude, and I don't know why.
I was gonna say, I don't remember.
He's the one who was mentally challenged.
Oh, the dude that ate the candy bar.
Yeah. You know, Vic, you're really out of line. I'll never forget when we did that review for the old channel. The redhead is like, oh, I felt so bad for him. So as she's saying that, I typed in about that real guy and I slid it to her and she goes, oh, fuck that dude.
Oh, you told me about this, yeah.
Also, side note, I'm Jonah Hill when he was fat, not that dude. No, the first con I ever went to, I had people constantly telling me, he's like, oh, you look like Jonah Hill when he was a bit heavier.
Yeah.
It's like, dang.
I mean, you look like a dude who could be in like Friday Night Lights or something like that. You know?
See, and I always worried I'm gonna be if I ever got in movies, I'd be cast like that. You know the really fat dude that's in like all the trauma films?
Yeah.
I'm always worried I'm gonna be cast like that. It's like
you also kind of look like the fat dude that Jason kills in Freddy vs. Jason in the cornfield.
Mm-hmm.
Like you could be that guy.
Was that a Mad Dog 2020 bottle? No, see, I wanted to quote this and I can't. No, it was the
McGillicuddy.
Yeah, McGillicuddy's. But no,
I mean, don't get me wrong, I love me a Mad Dog 2020, but I'm a cheap bitch.
It's a good thing it does. No.
So when I was
you know what I was about to reference.
When I was 14, because like everybody in Philly's dad knows a guy who does stuff, and my dad's like, I know a guy. So we went to Camden, New Jersey, which is used to be one of the most dangerous places on the planet. You know, and we're
No, I paused because I've been for a long time I've been like, oh yeah, because Warp's Tour of 2015
Well,
was like my second ever concert. And
that whole area has been so gentrified down there.
Well, I don't know if it was in 2015 or not,
Okay.
but at least I remember that my friend wanted to go, and when she asked her mom said literally, you have to go with Nets specifically. Like, she trusted me with her daughter's life in Camden.
Yeah.
And then I thought about it just now because like I was about to I remember that, and I was like, I don't know if I trust 18-year-old me with another human being's life.
No.
I don't know.
But they sent us to like Federal Street, which is like one of the worst places.
Yeah.
And the guy was fixing something for my dad's car, and he's like, go across the street and get them a 6-pack. And I was like, I'm 15, but okay. So I go across the street, and these fucking dudes sold me a 6-pack. And then he threw in, he's like, oh, it's going across the street. They threw in like a Thunderbird as well, which is like, it's like fucking jet fuel.
Seriously though, yeah. Like brain fucking shit.
Gerald says, "Noob, be careful, I'll commit to the bit." I think in reference to the foot rub thing.
Oh, okay.
Would you consider making a dark musical comedy like The Producers?
That'd be cool.
Is The Producers considered a dark comedy? Like, I guess the play is
Nazis,
but
yeah.
But like, when I think dark comedy, I think fucking and have
Death
the
to
movie,
Smoochie or
shit like that, where it's like
Happiness.
actual viscera and gore while also making you laugh.
Or just like
Psycho Gorman's a great dark comedy.
Update, motherfucker.
Repo, the genetic opera.
I need to see that stuff.
Yeah.
Love that.
The order entered the oven at 12:07.
I will say this, because people give me shit, I hate musicals, very select few, and I consider Repo an opera, because it's an opera.
Hey, what's up, Spooky? Sorry.
Yeah, fucking, because my degree is in theater, dramatic theater.
Yeah.
And every fucking musical person's like, well, you gotta check out Hamilton, you gotta check out this.
Yeah.
It's like, no, because everything doesn't need to be a musical. Like, I drew the line at Heathers the musical, I'm like...
I saw Evil Dead the musical. I saw Toxic Avenger.
I had a friend that, for their theater acquaintance, for the whole 5 years I was there, did not believe that Evil Dead musical was good.
What the fuck is that? Your friend has turned into a zombie.
Yeah, Parent Spooky's here. What's up,
Hey,
Buff
what's
Work?
up?
Thank God. The Discord's super fun, right?
Yeah, the ex was a theater major, so went to a lot of plays with her.
Gotcha.
That was, oddly enough, when I first started hanging out with Meds, I was worried about telling that, because, like, in my head, it's like, Meds is going to be like, oh, you're just connecting me to connect to news.
Yeah, that's how they all do it.
I promise, Nick, if I was trying to gain your good graces, I'd just pay you a lot of money. And
I was just saying, what you wouldn't have done is get me into an entirely unrelated field.
What if I turn on you guys?
Oh.
And I reverse it? Like this was a 3-year-long con. Like,
well, then I will certify
we orchestrated the entire plagiarism thing.
Jesus.
No, it's like, I'm just going to certify my claim then as the quintessential stud muffin of Schlock And Awe.
There you go.
Yeah. Can we get a live update on the schizophrenic and the train stop? I haven't heard them today.
Well, the cops were out there the other day, kind of ushering them around because there's a lot more of them now.
Okay.
But he's like the king.
Okay.
He's like the artful dodger.
Like
out
Fisher
there.
King or something. Not Fisher. What's that movie Robin Williams?
Yeah, Fisher King.
Yeah, it was Fisher King.
Terry Gilliam. Yep.
That's right, Terry Gilliam.
Yep.
There were Nazis, Walter? I want to see a Deliverance musical. Evil Dead musical is fun. I've got a
I
few
just
versions.
want
Of course
that.
you do, Jared.
I want a chocolate highway fucking, squeal for me. Do it like Phantom
And
of
it's,
the Opera.
there's a giant ass that falls on the crowd, like.
Oh, I bet that baby would love that as his fucking legacy. Christ.
I feel, Professor Macabre said, I feel bad for the cold because it's going against the one and only badass Marisol Toso.
That's right.
Dude, did you see the complete vibe check? Dude, did you see the Jim Henson doc? As a creator, I think you'd love it. It's well done and emotional.
I have not yet. Amber told me to watch that. Told me to watch that show on Netflix with Benedict Cumberbatch, and told me to watch the Gene Wilder documentary.
Okay.
Gene Wilder.
I haven't had a chance to watch it. I love all of those people.
I think I saw the, and maybe PBS did a separate one, but it might be the same one I'm thinking of. If it is, that was an amazing one as well.
Yeah, Jim Henson's one of those ones. It's like a once in a lifetime genius.
Yes.
But also, like, just because he wouldn't take medicine, he's dead, you know?
Yeah.
Well, and like, I still wish he did a little bit more of adult humor. Like, you ever see the interview he did with Carson?
Yeah.
Like, when he's playing as, not Dr. Is it Dr. T?
Mhm.
Band leader of
Yeah.
Dr. It's like, he does adult humor so good and subtly. It's like,
Well, that's what they started as when they used to do, like, the old ads and stuff like that.
Yeah.
That's what it started as. But I think Dark Crystal and the Labyrinth broke his heart. And, you know...
Yeah, no, yeah. But no, I would have loved that seeing, like, I know PG-13 wasn't around at that time, but like a PG-13 Electric Mayhem movie, I think that would have been
I did like,
awesome.
there's the recent Electric Mayhem movie where, what's it called? Meet the Feebles is canon.
It's like,
Really?
Yeah,
Holy
apparently
shit.
Meet the Feebles is canon in the Muppet universe. Because Dr. Teeth references it with Peter Jackson.
That's
so I was
fucking-
like, oh, that's really funny.
Do you want to steal Met to see a nice your seat?
Yeah, we I mean,
Sorry.
this does not do well with the cold.
Oh, well, I can turn the air off.
No, it's fine, because I want you guys to be comfy.
I'm good.
And I swear to God.
Now nobody's on camera.
Yeah.
And now I look like I'm
Stand up.
naked. I swear I still have my dress on.
Mm-hmm. Here, you sit down. I'll go
You
back
don't
to
mind
the
if
floor.
I steal
No, go ahead.
I'll
I'll go back to the floor.
You mentioned Muppet porn, and all I can think of is Homestuck. Isn't that puppet porn, not Muppets, strictly speaking?
Oh no, but Newt's dick is getting a prominent.
I'm just gonna,
For
yeah.
him.
Just gonna block the camera the whole time.
This
Now I'm
is
naked.
my show.
Time to break out the clogs and make Neil dance like never danced before. What is the context there?
Yeah, you could point a gun at me and make me do that, and I would
Mhm.
still be like, just shoot. I'd rather die happy than
Yeah.
tired.
Right. Most of my spelling errors are because I'm trying to type fast on my tiny phone keyboard with my chunky fingers. That's valid.
Real talk, yeah.
I mix cursive and Denalian all the time. I think it's a lefty thing.
I am a
Cursive is
lefty.
Dead art. Don't worry, Neil. Super chat you $50. Let you get it off your chest. Oh, because I said Tony was.
Oh,
here.
yeah.
I fucking, again, out of respect for you, Newt, I would not, but I literally, for a month, planned an intro that is referenced. You've heard it.
I have.
And I'm not
think
gonna
it's
do
the
it on
best
camera,
reference.
but like, I'm shitting on everybody low-key, and I'm like, I don't want to do that to Newt.
They are dumplings with potatoes and cheese. How can you hate pierogies? I don't know.
I don't hate them. I just not a go-to food.
Horn Dog said I need to check if Newt's been eating his pineapple lately.
Sure have.
Is that
Pull the
metaphor?
squirrel out. How dare you silly Sbarra's good name? Times. Dead mummified mice, that's my nightmare. What's that
Mhm.
called? A hat trick. Oh yeah, so proud of them. Elvira's plotting with her skeleton army to take over the world.
That's fine.
The mall was good times. Do you
Better
remember
than what I
arcades?
was
Good
talking.
times. Yes, I work at an arcade and a bowling.
And
alley.
a
Oh,
mall.
I've been banned from the arcade section apparently. Not sorry, I'm being real salty about work right now.
Wow.
I am
Oh, yeah.
real
Like,
salty about work right now. I'm not gonna lie. They're trying to like. It's fine. It's fine.
Yeah.
We'll It's fine.
I'll be up
Anyway,
in your area on Thursday because I have another meeting with that one company.
I'm gonna be in New Jersey. What time will you be? What
It's
time will
like
you
5
be?
o'clock or something like that. Yeah.
Actually,
Yeah. I gotta.
we can vibe for a little bit. 'Cause
Mhm.
I
I
have
got
to
a
be
call.
at training by,
I
like,
got a
8:30.
call on Wednesday with the place in Jersey about a job, and then I have to meet 2 different higher ups with that company. So one
Okay.
in Exton
Mhm.
and one in Collegeville.
Okay.
And I was like, couldn't they just both be in the same place?
No, I guess not.
Yeah, I
But
guess
if you
not.
wanna, if we wanna chill for a little bit, we can do that.
Okay.
Because I'll bring Joseph in at 6
Mhm.
for work anyway. So you'll theoretically be done the interview. At
Yeah,
that point.
probably.
Then we can chill
Yeah,
for a bit.
yeah.
Not super long, but like maybe.
No, yeah.
But that'd be cool.
Because I have, well, technically after tomorrow I only have 2 jobs
Okay.
because the doxing has gotten to the point where I can't do the other one
Yeah,
anymore.
that's fair.
Yeah.
How close do you think you are to a match, Mets? That's a really good question.
I'm gonna make a prediction here. I'm gonna say 8 months.
Okay.
And that's my opinion.
No, you're good.
And I hope
I'm
you don't-
hoping by the end of the year.
I think you're
but-
close to a lighter
Yeah.
than a match.
Yeah. No,
Solid
I mean, if you think
butane
so.
torch.
Because no one's talked about me getting into a match yet, but
And the only reason, and I hope that's not an insult to, I'm saying that because like they have not put any effort into ring psychology, and
Yeah,
like
they really-
I'm really hoping they're not banking on the whole, oh yeah, you're lured on the road, like because that, yes, that is good, but also that's fucking terrible to just throw you out there and
yeah,
but like I say 8 months.
crutch cam.
Not saying you're not talented, but like
No, I
knowing how you want to wrestle and knowing
Mhm.
where you are.
No, that's fair. I think that's reasonable because I did want to have a match by the end of the year, but it's starting to feel like I'm behind on that goal specifically.
I will put it this way: if you want to have a very basic match, very basic match, no gimmick. If we're going like straight Japanese young boy, I know that was a really weird term, but like going that style, I don't doubt you could do that. But like if we're talking like
a good
proper
match,
wrestling match, I'd say at least 8 months.
No, that's fair. I think that probably will be what happens is they'll have me in like a tag or something. They'll have a basic structure of a match, and then I will.
Or like have you have a match in front of like every other student and just be like, all right.
Well, yeah, we did the practice matches before that.
All right.
But yeah. I think that's reasonable. Dude, how long have you been streaming? I said it before, but the king of thumbnails, lol. The new video is very funny. How long have you been streaming tonight, or like in general? Because you can scroll back to the first one.
Today.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, because then it's like, they mentioned the new video, so I sometimes I can't tell because people put multiple topics in one sentence and I don't know if they're connected or not. But tonight we've been streaming, I can't actually see that from here.
Started at like what, 11?
2 hours.
2 hours. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, that tracks. We got
and today's video wasn't even supposed to go up. I was going through and cleaning up stuff in the
just fucking
thing,
went up.
and I accidentally clicked public, and I was like, oh, whatever.
Oh my god.
Side note, by the way, I still want to pitch you that James Bond idea.
Okay.
With like Mets. I'll say right now.
Don't take me through all the themes.
Oh, okay.
Like literally, we show Mets all the themes and like 2 people that have like big Bond fans, and then Mets being the wild card. Because I would be fascinated, like what your number one. Because like my first theatrical Bond I ever saw was not Die Another Day. The World Is Not Enough.
Oh, wow.
That was my first in 99. Right. Admittedly, my father got me into it. Like, the first I ever saw was the first Pierce Brosnan one, GoldenEye, and that's still my beloved. But, no, I would love to do something like that with you just because love to see your top and, like, we go through there.
First one I saw in the theater was View to a Kill. The very first Bond movie I ever saw was on Her Majesty's Secret Service.
Dude, that... I know a lot of people give that movie shit.
Yeah.
I love that movie for the same reason I love View to a Kill.
Yeah.
Because it is so of its time. But anyway, we'll get into that if you want to do that idea.
I need to I haven't... Oh, what's
Sorry,
up?
someone said, where's the dominoes? So I went to check the tracker. It says, get ready, Jose is pulling up now.
Hey, Jose.
I'll go get it.
Alright.
But no, like, I was literally thinking, like... pull up YouTube or something. We watch each and every one of them. Like, I have an idea, baseless, but I would love like Mets as a wild card with no context. Because I was thinking,
it's not quite here, isn't here.
Like showing Mets the themes, and then like Mets goes, oh, that seemed like an interesting thing. Let's watch that Bond film instead of just like
Never Moonraker.
I was gonna ask you this though, straight up though.
Yeah.
Are we gonna consider? I know you just did a review for it, but the last Sean Connery one, Live and
Let Die.
Live and Live Again.
Oh yes,
you know the one that's
technically not Bond. I would consider, but if that's the case, then we also have to do The Rock.
Yeah, that's true.
Because technically, Sean Connery is James Bond in that.
And. Yeah, so like I eliminate that one because like that whole production, I was telling that stuff. That whole production was just out of spite.
Yeah.
That was because one of the producers was sick and tired of Robert Roccoli. The music was literally created out of spite. It was created to kill the Bond series with Sean Connery, and it was a massive fuck you to Roger Moore and.
Roger Moore was also way too old by the time he stopped playing Bond as well.
I'm gonna be honest, and like you mentioned Timothy Dalton a while back. Sorry,
I'm staring.
I'm a huge Timothy Dalton fan.
I'm in the same spot for like a couple minutes now, and I'm just like.
So I never knew until I looked this up. Timothy Dalton, as recent as like Diamonds Are Forever, was in the consideration. For that. I never knew that. I honestly wish Timothy Dalton's debut was A View to a Kill.
Yeah, exactly.
I feel like that would have been
for some reason I always thought that he was. I used to get him confused all the time and thought that he was in View to a Kill. It's funny, way back in the day, and I don't know if it's the case anymore, if you went on Wikipedia, for Timothy Dalton. They reference me as enjoying him as James Bond because of the Underbelly episode that we did, where we did GoldenEye. But we all talked about who our favorite Bond was, and I got the Mr.
No,
Pink
he isn't.
of it all.
Sorry, Joseph messaged me. I guess he got the call.
Oh.
Okay.
Where I said that my favorite was Timothy Dalton, just to just to be the contrarian of the group.
Yeah.
But for the longest time, that was referenced on Wikipedia that Newt Wallen from Underbelly, and I was just like, what a weird fucking thing for somebody to add to Wikipedia.
And what's fucking weird, and I used to not have appreciation for Timothy Dalton, and this is gonna sound so fucking weird. It wasn't until, almost called him Craig Ferguson, Daniel Craig.
Yeah.
Like, cause I hated Daniel Craig early on, but then when someone's like, no, treat this as the first James Bond.
Yeah.
And then like, I got it.
Yeah, yep.
And like in my acceptance of him, I then accepted Timothy Dalton because it's like, it makes sense. We're going into the 90s. They want something gritty. 90s Bond has always been cliched, though. I love it.
Yep.
And like, I get why they're doing it. It's, as someone put it, it's a post Die Hard James Bond.
Yeah.
Film.
Yep.
And
I thought Christmas only came once a year.
that was such a bad line. Oh.
Christmas Jones.
A lot of liquids here. Okay, blue cheese, pop.
Yeah, those are for the
British. This is gonna be my icing, yeah. One of these is cinnamon. One of them has. Okay, this is. Oh, these are your
Thank you.
chicken. Yes.
I was gonna say, do you want to put these all in the kitchen and we just pluck from there? And...
We're eating. We're here now.
I know.
You see us eat on camera. Okay. So this one, olives. That's this olives and mushrooms.
Okay.
So that's over here.
Mm-hmm.
And this one's gonna be here.
I
will pick from both.
Oh yeah, and I fully admit I know I doubled down on chicken, but.
No, you're good. All right.
But no, to finish my thought with Bond is it, and if you want to do that video there, or whatever, like, I'm trying not to share my thoughts about it, but like, I fucking like, slight spoiler alert, GoldenEye is the history behind it and everything that went into it makes me love
GoldenEye is the first one that I ever went to without my parents or like a guardian. I remember that very well because that was what, 95?
Yes.
Yeah.
Because the last Timothy Dalton one was in '89, and there was a 6 year. I think that's still the longest gap of we not having a Bond film. We're inching close to that now, post Spectre.
No, No Time to Die was 2021.
Oh, damn it!
Because I saw that. I saw that after I got fired.
Wait, so I've kind of lost order of Daniel Craig. Was No Time to Die after Spectre?
Spectre was 2016 or 17, and No Time to Die was 2021.
Okay, so
because fucking Mr. Robot played the bad guy, who's only in like 8 scenes in the movie.
The guy who also played Freddie Mercury, right?
Yeah, that's the guy from Mr. Robot. Yeah, and then because I think of that series. I really liked Skyfall.
I'm trying not to do the fucking like the Bond review thing, but I don't know if this is a hot take or not. Yeah. I am convinced, and I love Tom Jones's Thunderball. I love Duran Duran's cover. I'm a little iffy about, but I am very much in the mind. Only a woman should sing the Bond theme. Like Billie Eilish's one was fucking amazing. Yeah. I loved it.
Did you ever hear the rejected Tom York theme? Because they went with the Sam Smith instead on that one. But apparently there was originally a version by Tom York from Radiohead that they rejected for Spectre.
Yeah, I remember hearing about it. I never heard it, but I remember hearing about it. Yeah, and I don't want to get... Unless you don't mind relaying the same shit in another video.
Of course, yeah, I was that.
So, like... No, I could talk about Bond for...
Paul McCartney's theme, like, there's other ones that I like, you know?
Remind me again, was Live and Let Die already out by that time? Okay, so that was the first
Where they said we have a Beatle, so we're gonna,
We have it was the first time they licensed a song for a theme. It's another great. Okay, I'm sorry. I'll save it for the video.
No, go ahead. Actually eat. So.
Yeah. I still love Garbage's The World Is Not Enough.
Yeah.
Because a Bond theme in the perspective of a villain.
Mm-hmm.
And it's sexy and amazing and I love that. I wish Shirley Manson did another one. I wish Adele does another one. I wish Billie Eilish does another one. Because they get it. If that
you know what? When it comes to male voices, Chris Cornell's was fucking good.
It was good. I just hate that the movie was not that good.
That's I am one of the few people who really like the Jack White and Alicia Keys one.
And I'll say it again. Aside from Aha, every male theme I've never hated. Yeah. I still
there's something different about the female.
It's it almost it needs to be. I can't explain.
I don't like the Madonna one.
It could be better,
but
it's not.
Plus, her acting is so fucking terrible in that movie.
Yeah.
Apparently, Johnny Cash did Thunderball, but they didn't use it.
Mm-hmm.
Johnny Cash doing Thunderball, that would have been fascinating to say.
Okay, Jared recognized the Cumberbatch show you were talking about. It's called Eric. It's really interesting.
Oh, okay.
Also, I learned this recently. Tom Jones, that big spike at the end of the thing?
Mm-hmm.
Apparently, he fucking did it until passed out.
Wow.
He passed out when he hit that note.
Okay. It says they talk about the ads and the failure of Labyrinth. I'm not sure what that's It must have been something we were talking about earlier.
Oh, you're talking about Jim Henson.
Oh yeah, I love Dark Crystal so much.
Can I spill nothing from you?
Mm-hmm.
The ads are for coffee, and somehow someone was shot in all of them.
Yeah.
Dark Crystal's great.
Mm-hmm.
No crotch can. Watching Nuke standing in front of the camera looks weird on my video projector screen.
It's artistic.
Mm-hmm. Saw a live showing.
It's autistic.
Yes. Saw a live showing of the first Hellraiser with a new electronic soundtrack and laser show. It was so
cool.
That sounds really interesting, actually. I love that.
I keep forgetting who played the original Hellraiser, the Cenobite, main Cenobite.
Doug Bradley.
Doug Bradley.
Yeah.
Oh, hold on. Apparently there's a picture of the crotch cam on the projector TV in the Discord.
I'm so wanting to go back to fucking James Bond thing because you're the first person. No offense to you. You're the first person that is just as passionate about Bond that knows what the fuck I'm talking about.
I had I'll never forget. I had a 3-hour long conversation where we wound up leaving. It was Brad Jones and I had a whole fucking long ass conversation about James Bond. We looked around, the people we were with left, and it was just, we just sat there talking about James Bond movies. And I was like, oh shit, everybody abandoned us.
Seriously, perfect review ever. Nothing against Mets. You, me, Brad Jones talking about James Bond. That's a 5-hour video.
He's not allowed to talk to me anymore if he wants to continue to be friends with Ryan and Screenwave.
Fuck.
Gary Busey should be the delivery driver and still Neil with that crazy look he has. Start licking his lips, he delivers the pizza.
My brain fell out of my head.
I've read the first 12 Bond books. So much fun, but also some interesting stuff.
Those Bond books, this is hilarious, and someone pointed this out to me. The Archer show is closer to the Bond books than the actual Bond movies.
I love the Archer
And it
show.
wasn't until I read my first Bond film, Casino Royale, I'm like, yes.
Yeah.
Holy shit.
I love Archer. That was my drinking game show in college.
It's still hard to believe that book Bond is partially based off Roald Dahl.
Yeah. Yep.
That blows my tits away.
Also for funsies, I'd have the movie The Matadors, a spin-off to Bronson's Bond.
Oh, true. Yep.
Sean Connery should have dressed as Zardoz in The Rock.
Jesus. Can we talk about
my prison
Connery?
uniform.
Can we talk about Connery and fucking Zardoz for 2 seconds?
I like Zardoz. I think that Zardoz is fascinating, and it's why I use that movie as an example of 1970s cinema, where literally you could make a movie like that.
Yes.
In a time before Star Wars, really, where directors were allowed to have control, and that was the rise of Friedkin and Cimino and Coppola and people like that, where filmmakers were allowed to tell stories. And then when Heaven's Gate tanked Hollywood, and then One from the Heart and all that kind of stuff, they took that away. But there was a time when a major movie studio would go, oh yeah, fucking Definitely make a movie about a giant flying head and fucking James Bond in a red bikini. Why not? You know?
And like, I was all in on that movie. Slight spoiler alert for Zardos, if anyone's interested in seeing that movie. What lost me in that movie was like, what's Zardos? Wizard of Oz. I'm like, fuck off.
Yeah.
And that's literally what like made me like.
Well, is that any different than V'ger?
No, it was insane. I will admit though, when the whole V'ger thing turned out to be Voyager, spoiler again. I'm sorry, they spoiled WrestleMania 17. So I stopped the movie the first time. It took me a while to get back to that first one. Just like, really?
And you know, the main character basically of the Star Trek movie turned out to be a pedophile in real life. So
who?
The dad from that Seventh Heaven, who also played their dad on Always Sunny in Philadelphia.
No, who's the character in Star Trek?
He was like the new captain.
Oh,
yeah,
him, yeah.
Yeah, it turns out.
You're just naming other shit. I'm like, I've watched the Star Trek movie. You know that, so tell me who he is. All right.
Between that and fucking, I almost said Jeffrey Combs. What's his name? Ferris Bueller's principal.
Mm-hmm.
Oh,
you know what I'm talking about, though.
He plays Criswell in Ed Wood. He's in Beetlejuice. He's I can't think of his name.
My brain keeps saying Jeffrey Combs.
Jeffrey Combs is actually going to be in Philly this weekend.
Oh, really?
They're doing a retrospective.
Jeffrey Jones.
Jeffrey Jones. They're doing a retrospective of his movies at the Colonial.
Yes, thank you.
So when people ask, like, oh, who's your favorite, name your favorite 5 Star Trek characters, you just say Jeffrey Combs.
Yeah. No, oh my god, like, oh god, what was the movie? Have you ever heard the movie Replicator? The one where it's like, fucking lesbian alligator.
Yeah, yep.
Hoopla. That's a long story. I will have either Newt explain it or
the director. They just put out a special edition of it through Visual Vengeance, which is an offshoot of Wild Eye, and I love the scene in the movie. The director basically just made that movie so that he had an excuse for like bikini girls to like touch him.
Well, and there was also like they had like not extra money, but they literally had extra time with all their shit. They're like, we can make another movie out of this.
Yeah, yep.
That's a new movie.
But you know, like the nerdy professor dude that like is transitioned to a woman and all that. I remember it's either through Diamanda Hagen or someone was mentioning like that was supposed to be Jeffrey Combs.
Oh, really?
Because he was doing the movie they were filming alongside that movie had Jeffrey Combs in there.
Okay.
And like literally it was all planned and like apparently like Jeffrey Combs was all for it, but a scheduling conflict happened. So he's like, I can't be for it, but like no, Replicator is oh my god. And
they have a ray that turns dudes gay.
Okay.
Yeah.
Turns dudes into bimbo, like teleport. Yeah. Teleport soldiers, but it turns them into bimbos. And I love how in the movie they're like, why don't we just do female soldiers?
Yeah.
And then it's like, oh, it's complicated. We can't explain it.
Bimbofication.
Yeah, that's a kink.
Bimbofication.
But like, if they fuck, they turn into alligators, and if they bite you as an alligator, you turn into a gay zombie.
Okay.
It's a lot of lore. You know, it's very Tolkien-esque.
Okay. For sure. I remember all of the
very Tolkien-esque. Sorry.
I remember all the forced bimbos in Lord of the Rings. My favorite parts.
Those dwarven bimbos.
Oh yeah, there was so many of them. Right. Like, you know, Sam.
Oh, I'm coming up to meet you in July. It's gonna be a fun night. Sweet. William Smith is gonna come up.
Oh yeah.
Hell
He's
yeah.
coming to set.
Everyone click like now. Oh, well, thank you.
He's very busy right now. I was trying to give him an update today on all of our things going forward.
Crazy Town should... Sorry, just honestly, this first, like, I didn't even read the rest of it. I just thought Crazy Town should have done a Bond theme, and I just...
Who's Crazy Town?
Butterfly.
Come on, baby. Come.
Then the cracked out singer should start singing Butterfly with his toothless smile.
Oh, because they did that recently. There was a meme. It was like from Lord of the Rings. And it was like "Sing to Me" or something.
Yeah.
And it's "Come, my baby."
Why should
come,
your song be yeah.
Jesus, now I'm just imagining fucking. Cause like, Crazy Town was popular only for like
one album.
One album.
Yeah.
Though like they were known as like the not the Brimstone Sluggers. They had a more rock band earlier. I think it was called the Brimstone Sluggers.
I'm gonna Google this shit. Hang on. I have so many tabs open.
I just remember the dude, like, he was like shirtless, but he was kind of portly, and he had like blonde hair, but it was like shaved into like a thing. Like there used to be a I think it was it wasn't Warthog. There was a G.I. Joe figure where a dude had a haircut like that, and I just remember thinking that the dude from Crazy Town looked like that G.I. Joe figure.
Also known as CX Tune.
I thought they like.
Sorry, I'm having to translate this in German.
Maybe they later became the Brimstone Sluggers. And maybe they just formed a different group, or I have a fucking.
Sublime became the Long Beach Dub All Stars.
Did you know? Okay, this is crazy. Did you know the lead singer of Sublime's son picked up the mantle?
Yeah. Yep.
Like literally
Yep,
at the. Yeah. Like literally.
All right.
After, like at the same age as Dad died, and like I think I forgot is it Coachella? The one big hipster thing they debuted with that, and apparently he killed it. And
then he died, and now he has to wait for his son. It's like a
seventh son of the seventh son.
Yeah, it's like it's the Sublime Russian nesting doll.
Bimbo Baggins? I hate that I typed that. Light, I love you.
Bimbo Baggins. We could take the ring up there, but
no.
Good night, marital toaster.
Good night.
Night. We're gonna use AI to bring back Leonard Nimoy's voice to sing Bimbo Baggins.
No, please keep me dead.
Marital toaster, nice to meet you, Neil. Good night, big hug, have a great
Thank you.
Good night.
Very much.
Got my photo with Jeffrey Combs, one of the greatest moments of my life. Nice bridge set. Rah! I'm just imagining Neil pausing the motion picture and letting out a "fuck you."
I mean, no, I'm not above fucking.
We thought we were the only ones in the theater the other night for that movie I saw with Lana and Dave, and then we realized there was other people sitting behind us because I was talking loudly throughout the entire movie and like just righteously indignant to what I was seeing on screen. And at one point, they're telling a story around the campfire. It's supposed to be the opening of all the Friday the 13th movies in the beginning. And he's like, yeah, so he was... And they're like, what? What was he? Because he's talking about him being special needs. And he's like, I'm not going to say it because she's going to film me. And he's like, what? Nobody's trying to cancel you. And he goes, that's some toxic masculinity right there. And I was like, fuck this movie.
How did you discover the people behind you? You hear them moving or something?
Lana went up to go to the bathroom. And she's like, there's other people in the theater with us. And I was like, oh, well, we were making it more entertaining for them.
I will also, I gotta admit this on camera right now, MST3K has ruined my ability to be in theater because I have to riff.
Yeah.
Have to.
Well, 25 years I had movie theaters to myself pretty much every night, so it never was an issue. But I was allowed to talk and my friends were allowed to talk, but if anyone else talked, you remember you had that one friend?
Oh my god.
No, it was Joseph's friend.
What? No, so we might be thinking of different things.
Okay.
Remember, I always brought Sean to the Marvel movies because he's a huge comics fanboy. Time I'm thinking of, he literally leaned forward and told the person in front of us to shut up.
There was.
Are you thinking of something else?
Something else, yeah, because the person wouldn't stop making their own jokes, and Brian and his brother were big South Philly guys.
Yeah.
They're like, shut the fuck up. So he came.
I mean, Brian can't shut up during a movie.
I know, but he's allowed to. But so we always at the theater, all the doors would be locked, and you had two doors that you could only go out. You couldn't get back in, but the thing was locked on them. And we had basically told this one kid to shut the fuck up, and he wouldn't stop. Well, he went to make a joke or something like that, and when we weren't having it, he went to run out the front door, not realizing it was locked, and he fucking bounced off of it. And I laughed so hard that orange soda came out of my nose.
Yeah.
Oh my god, it was so funny. Do you remember the kid the Haley Joel Osment kid who used to work at the theater, had the giant fucking head?
Please tell me this is the same.
We saw him the one night when we were walking, because he was walking down the street here.
I'm looking up
Joe.
Yeah.
Yes. Yeah. I ran one of the new Jurassic Park movies, and they basically warned him to shut up because he wouldn't stop. It's not Mystery Science Theater, and they basically browbeated him until he sunk down in his seat and then crawled out of the theater, hoping that we wouldn't see him.
Dude, and like between that and fucking the one time the last time I went to a theater ever that wasn't a play, it was for Pokemon 2000 the movie.
Oh,
First
wow.
time I ever went alone as a kid. And I remember, I don't know if either of you seen the movie. I
watched one of them for an episode of the old show. Justin Silverman and I had to watch one because Tony had COVID. Yeah.
It was the one where Entei is about to kidnap Ash's mom, and he was literally at that scene, and then, in my memory, this is what happens.
Oh god.
Entei enters the picture, then very bright light, and I'm laying on the floor. Some motherfucker. So, I'm not popular where I'm from. Shocking, I know. And the go-to thing in Newport...
Wait, where are you from?
Newport, Vermont, Island Pond, Vermont, very northern Vermont. If you don't know where Vermont is, think of the Alabama of Canada. Pretty much. A lot of people think it's Providence. So the go-to thing for all the pricks out there is like punch in the back of the head and run away.
Yeah.
That's why I was like, I've always said like, I think you and me have the same amount of concussions for very different reasons. That's why like my memory shit. But like, yeah, apparently some dude recognized me.
Bernie Sanders.
But like, yeah, knocked me the flying fuck out, and that was the last time I ever went to a fucking theater.
Yeah,
but
sure.
like, I had a point to that. No, but yeah, between that and the MST 3K ruined. Like, I have to riff. Like, you know, I really love something when I shut the fuck up. Even if I love a movie. So like, never take me to a movie. Like the only movies I stay shut the fuck up for is Clockwork Orange, Scarface, and any Bond film.
Okay.
Those are my three.
Yeah.
You get when I'm going for that vibe, but
I go to the movies way too much, more than a normal person probably would.
Dude, that's one of the reasons I look up to, dude.
Entei was 3. 2000 was Luigi and the Birds. Nude, I think, was Pokemon, the first movie. Mewtwo Strikes Back with the clone.
Yes, that's the one I saw with Justin.
Yeah, it was the one with Entei, so maybe it wasn't 2000.
All I remember is when Pokemon 2000 came out. I was working at the theater.
Cryptic VT is from Vermont as well.
Oh no shit.
I was working at the theater and Pokemon 2000 came out, and there was these girls that were probably like 12 years old that were hanging out in front of the thing, and they were dressed scantily clad, and they were young. And I remember my old general manager took 2 lids of ices, put them together into a ball, and said, "I choose you, prostitute," and threw it at the one girl's head because she kept trying to sit on the counter. That's my only memory of Pokemon 2000.
That's amazing. Orange and Giant Head is new. Talking about Carl Pilkington.
Also, before I forget, is your drink all good? Like, I don't know if you're into it or not. If
I'm
you're not
good.
into it, I'm not.
To be fair,
to digest.
Yeah, you also put a lot of alcohol in your system last week, which I tried to tell you I was just going to leave the bottle here, but you were like, "No, you said to
I
kill
don't
it."
remember you leaving.
Yeah,
last
I'm not
week.
surprised.
Yeah, I went out.
So yeah, because I brought over the remainder of the Maker's Mark bag because I don't want it in my fucking room anymore. And I mentioned that offhandedly. Knew.
Yeah.
Like, oh yeah, trying to get rid of this.
I helped you.
Yeah. Oh no, he killed the entire. Like I had one shot out of it. He drank like I think the bottle was like this full.
Yeah.
And as he's getting close to the end, I can see he's still going. I'm like, hey, like I was just gonna leave whatever was left over here, but I think it was too late at that point. You know what I mean? Like you were at the point of like, no, I got this.
Yeah.
I got this. So you were like, that's what you said. You were like, nah, that's cool. I'll just kill it. And I'm like,
yeah.
So I think there was still like a teeny bit left when I left. It may have been in your cup, but I don't remember. But either way, I was like, just gonna leave that there. He'll find it at some point. So I wouldn't be surprised if you weren't thrilled about alcohol tonight, but I could. Well,
and I was also like, the only reason I brought it up, aside from like low-key, when it comes to like my cooking or when I make drinks, like I'm very much like, be honest with me. If it sucks, it sucks. You're not gonna hurt my feelings.
No, I like it. I was just eating pizza and digesting pizza.
Yeah, no, and like I was gonna ask, like, do you want me to remake it a little bit better?
I'm good. You good. But yeah, I just don't remember. I remember.
What do you remember last? Because we filmed a whole bunch of stuff. We filmed some anime stuff.
Yeah.
We filmed We filmed the Texas Chainsaw shit.
Texas Chainsaw thing, which I put online. It's gonna go live. We filmed the thing about the movie. It's coming out.
Oh yeah, we did.
I vaguely remember something starting, and then I fell asleep, and I don't remember anything else beyond that.
Okay.
And then I woke up, like 4 or 5 o'clock in the morning, and I was like,
Matt's left.
left. I was like, where am I?
Matt's left around 1 or 2. Yeah.
Okay, I don't remember anything else, but I was just like
I did make sure you were in bed.
Yeah.
I think what I didn't check that I wanted to check was that you had your alarm set. Because I think you had to get up not super early.
I always set my alarm like way earlier because I'm neurotic about it.
Really, that's what I was banking on.
Because I've never missed a day of work.
Mm-hmm.
So
that's absolutely what I was banking on.
You're a better man than I could ever.
Because literally, like, I think I came home, or maybe it's even in messages, but I was talking to Neil and Gerald, and I was like,
I think Newt died.
no, I was like, okay, Newt's asleep. I think it was in messages. Cause like, Newt's asleep. I'm gonna come home. I've set up. I think I put like a water or Gatorade something near you. I cleaned up you had gotten the living. When you're drunk, you still clean everything up. So, like, but I got like 1 or 2 things that like you just hadn't grabbed. Like I got a couple things here and there, and I was like, the only thing that I want to check and I can't is because I saw your phone was plugged in.
Yeah.
So I was like, that's good. But I was like, I don't know if his alarm is set, and I don't know his
Turn
password.
me on my side so I don't become like Jane in Breaking Bad.
Yeah,
like,
exactly. So it was like the only thing that I can do now, because you were like in bed, comfy, asleep. I was like, the only thing I can do, or I can't do, that I want to do is check your alarm. But then I didn't see a message in the Discord that was like, guys, I didn't set my alarm last night. So I was like, all right, we're good. You got it.
Or he died.
One of the two.
One of the two, yeah.
Also, forgive me, Matt, if we're ping-ponging this. I'm fucking melting right now.
Oh, yeah, you're fine.
I'll turn it
I told you not to turn it off.
Again, like, out of respect for you and also
No, it's all
respect for your
good.
house there, dude. I
It's
don't
all
want to
good.
step in here stealing your seat, dictating your fucking...
Don't turn it off because of me. I'm comfy at like 85.
Oh, jeez.
I know, like, you're the only one in that house that was not fucking profusely sweating wanting the world to end.
We were, so the company I was working for, the property I was at today is a third party, so they have all their separate rules for things that the company doesn't have. So they had me walking around the last week with this humidifier array thing, trying to figure out where the humidity's coming from. So they sent out these huge dehumidifiers, and they have to plug into the ceiling, and I'm short, so I'm trying to find a ladder and do all this kind of stuff, and then I have to set a bucket with it so it has all the water to drain, stuff like that. So today, the third-party people were here from Arkansas, and they're like, okay, well, we're gonna change things to see about the humidity and all this, and they made it so fucking cold in the lobby where I am. After you saw the thing in the Discord today, that the alarm went off every 20 minutes until 1 o'clock. So from 8 o'clock in the morning till 1 o'clock, every 20 minutes the alarm would go off. So they had me doing that. It was so fucking cold in there. And then I go out into the thing, and it's so warm out where there's actually customers. And I was like, we gotta fucking do something about this, man. Like, this is ridiculous. I was like walking in and out of like different terrains all day today. But last night, because I'm still doing the 8 a.m. to 6, 7 o'clock to 10, then 11 o'clock to 7 a.m., and starting right over again. So I did 3 straight days of that. Last night when I got home at 7 o'clock, I went out cold, and I was like in a coma until 4 o'clock this morning, because you sent me something on Instagram, and I woke up and I was just like, holy shit, I don't remember how I got in bed.
Mets is owning those wings. These are cinnamon twists.
Yeah.
Mets, we filmed us killing that dude, Newt. How much did I drink? Newt should film a Western. Fair.
That'd be cool.
Newt walking like Bigfoot.
I've had an idea for years. Justin Daniels and I have talked about doing a Western. Out in Tucson, there's old Tucson studios where they used to make all the Westerns back in the day. And I've had this idea for years, this really fucked up horror Western about like traveling freak shows, basically. And I just had this really fucked up, cool Western idea.
I mean, sorry for the cheap joke here, but I was gonna say, it's like, there's already a dark, horrible horror Western. It's called Rust.
It's true, yeah.
Someone literally died
Someone literally got shot on that.
Oh shit.
I don't know
more than you think.
They handed Alec Baldwin what they thought was
that's
a prop
okay,
gun.
yeah. I thought this was the third movie that happened.
No.
And to think, that's still the second worst thing he's ever done outside of calling his. Was it he calling his daughter?
He called his daughter a fat pig.
A fat pig.
Yeah.
I remember that controversy because he was doing a show on MSNBC when they got canceled, and he's like, "Well, I just guessed that just too liberal in my ideas." Like, you called your daughter a fat pig.
Yeah.
It's not politics. It is you being a prick.
It's Kim Basinger and his daughter too.
That's right.
Yep. Because he was supposed to be Bruce Wayne originally in the '89 Batman.
Did I not know?
Yeah.
I don't know why that sounds familiar, though. This is like the first time I've heard that.
Yep.
But like,
And then he played the Shadow.
also it wasn't the first. It was Batman Returns that had Damian Wayans as.
Damon Wayans was supposed to be
Robin.
Yeah.
That's why he got paid so freaking much for not doing the movie.
He still gets residuals for a movie he wasn't part of.
Damn.
Yep.
I finally did it, dude. I watched 27 movies that have May Whitman in it.
Oh yeah, you were saying that in
almost
the
close to
Discord.
30.
And he was watching the Dragon Lives Again today on because he posted on Twitter. I love that movie. It's fucking crazy.
Is that the one where Bruce Lee
fights
goes to hell?
Dracula,
And
Popeye,
James Bond.
James Bond, Emmanuel. It's fucking crazy. And the whole thing is because Bruce Lee had a big dick.
Yeah.
Yeah, and that's the whole thing.
The 2 Wong Fu remake with Gary Busey, Mickey Rourke, and Cedric the Entertainer. Since I need that now.
To Wong Fu, thanks for everything, Julie Newmar.
And I love those movies. Between that and Priscilla,
Queen of the Desert, yep.
Which I'm painfully straight. You can ask this one. I'm painfully straight, and nothing gives me more pride than like half the gay friends I have is like, I've never seen that. It's like, what do you mean you haven't seen it?
Fucking fucking Hugo Weaving in drag, you know?
I love Hugo Weaving.
Him and what's his face? From LA Confidential and Memento, not Guy Ritchie.
I see his face, I don't know his name.
He was a big actor.
Fuck.
But that was their Australian drag movie.
Okay.
And what does drag actually stand for? It's Shakespearean.
I don't know.
Dressed as girl.
Oh, that makes sense.
Yeah. So when people are against drag, it's like, well, it was actually like, it's royal, you know?
That was the standard for acting for fucking forever because there was a time, like, historically speaking, there was a 600-year period of like, women can't act.
Yeah.
Not that they
can act up, and then they got.
But no, it was literally like when it was still a religious thing. It was like, no, if we had a woman here playing a woman, the gods will kill us all.
Yeah.
Which is fascinating.
Plus, when they all get together, their cycles link up, and it's hell on our toilets.
The Zombie vs. Cowboys movie would be epic. Okay.
All right.
Hugo Weaving, Wesley Snipes, John name.
That was a cool.
To pronounce.
John I know John Leguizamo.
John Leguizamo, yeah. Wesley Snipes and Patrick Swayze.
Which is
Terrence Stamp. That's who it was. It was Zod.
Which is crazy. Like going back to the Tu Wong Fu movie, like it was out of the three of them, John had the most experience of doing drag because part of his comedy bit was doing drag, and I love how like Patrick Swayze actually went into the drag community. It's like, I'm doing this, and like, and Wesley Snipes, apparently like, because he wanted to go completely off type before he went batshit insane with the whole tax thing, and he's like, I'm just gonna do it. I'm gonna do it, and like he does it amazingly well for somebody that put very little research into it, and like
always bet on black.
Also, do you remember RuPaul's name in Tu Wong Fu? My favorite drag name, no one has the balls to return.
No, what was it?
Rachel Tension.
That's right. Okay.
Had the Confederate dress.
Yep.
I wish someone like I'm a low-key fan. I'm a low-key fan of drag, and I wish somebody just.
There
had
used
the balls.
to be drag shows when I lived in Arizona. Amber's dad, Justin Silverman's dad, owned a gay bar in Tucson, and there used to be like themed drag shows. Like they had a Beetlejuice dream.
Yeah.
Because that was the one time where I would leave my job. I ran the movie theater out there, and I would come back, meet her at the bar because we had one car and drive back and forth. So I would go there for drinks and stuff like that. And I'm going to the bathroom, and you had to walk past like a little arcade because that's why I had to go fucking to that Hellraiser ranch to go get this Ms. Pac-Man machine where her dad left me, and I was like, oh my god, I'm gonna get turned into like beef jerky here. And this dude dressed as Beetlejuice grabbed me, pushed me up against the wall, and stuck his tongue in my mouth. And he's like, oh, you're straight. And I was like, can you tell? Like,
Taste like
so
it?
that's
I feel like you should check that slightly earlier.
Yeah, right? You know?
Detected that slightly earlier.
Yeah. I was wearing a shirt that said I'm super, super straight. Like, you know, just so they know.
You're just rocking a shirt that says, so straight I don't wash my asshole.
God.
And they're like,
I would take that so literally too.
sport fishing, I like it.
They should put Alec Baldwin and Mel Gibson in a room together, get them drunk and record the insults.
Oh, God.
Just
Everybody come eat. Did you ever hear that? When he's like freaking the fuck out at people, Mel Gibson?
I just want drunk Mel Gibson to start calling everybody sugar tits again.
That's fair. Also, we're actually caught up on the channel.
Hey!
Sweet.
Can I have one of those?
Yeah, you can't one of those. I got two left. Okay. I fucking demolished them.
I'm gonna eat it without your cream.
Yeah, right. I guess I didn't go into that, but I've probably gone into it before. Worst ex trying to train me to come at the taste of dominance.
Oh, no, you mentioned it, yeah.
Look, that man, there's a lot going on there. At one point, he wanted me to take out his eye to be like Odin.
Oh, yeah.
This is the guy who's on the set of nunchucks.
That makes sense.
I want to become Odin. Take out my eye. Oh, don't
He literally was like,
first.
he was
Why don't
like,
we just get you a raven? It's so much easier.
he also wanted 2 ravens, yes. But
where are you
like,
going to get the fucking
the
eight-legged
crows?
horse, huh?
I think they're crows. But either way, he
Sorry.
literally, no, you're good. He literally, like, I'm not kidding, he was like, sat me real serious down one day and was like, so, years in the future, like, when we're still together and all that.
You need jetpacks.
Yeah. He's like, I'm going to ask you to cut out my eye. I'm like, alright, yeah, sure. Like, I fucking rolled with it, but.
Can't you just be in pegging like all the other people?
Yeah.
Right.
Can't you just be normal and be into pegging?
Or skull fucking, one of the two.
Oh
Yeah.
god, I knew skull fucking was gonna come up.
Wait a minute. Speaking about skull fucking, do you know how good I am with the power drill?
Shut up.
That is. We're not gonna get deep into that.
Yeah.
Put a whole stick of straw
As
in there.
straight as a Home Depot 2x4. Oh yeah, because my friend says she's as straight as a slightly bent board, which cracks me up because she's like saying, like, it kills the analogy, but in a way that's funny.
Yeah.
I don't know.
What I said to the kid, one of the kids at the last theater was talking about, like, you know, okay, it's gross, all this kind of stuff. I was like, you know, spaghetti's straight until it gets hot. Yeah. And they're like, dude, he's 16.
No, it's all yours, son.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, we're stuck up with
Look at that, 'cause everybody abandoned us.
Yeah, it's 1 a.m. Everyone's like, yeah, I gotta leave these fucking crazies.
Yeah.
On a Monday? Come on.
That's
Oh,
right,
it is a Monday.
No, it's what's
It's Tuesday
now.
now,
Now
Yeah.
it's Tuesday.
Monday
I'm
night,
training tonight.
Tuesday. You fucked up my days, like.
Sorry.
Well, no, and I'm usually on top of days in the realm of like if I know I need to do something important, I'm just like low key worried to be like, oh yeah, it's the 18th, and like still haven't packed, or not the 18th, the 6th.
Yeah, say
What's today's date?
It is the.
The state? I think it is. It's shooting.
It is the. God damn.
Is it? Because
you're
it's my
good.
brother's birthday.
Oh.
Yeah, my
Happy
brother's.
birthday, Nick's
I
birthday.
keep forgetting you have siblings.
I have a brother and I have a half sister. Yep. There wasn't. They should have just stopped at one. You should have killed me when you had the chance.
Yeah.
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 My parents are great for
Oh,
this. Oh fuck, they're super fat.
Somebody just super generous. I saw a thing.
Oh, it's Penelope again.
Oh, thank you.
Thank you. New thoughts on Nadia White?
She's gonna be in the movie.
Mm-hmm. This is why they're trying
Yeah. Who asked that?
to. Penelope Roberta.
Oh, okay. Yeah. And as of right now, she's gonna be in the movie. She's not the big secret name, but she's a cool person. And she's gonna also be in Ghouls, Ghouls, Ghouls. She's gonna be the vampire in that one.
Hell yeah.
So it's exciting to have her on set for that, you know?
I'm gonna ask a very dumb question.
Yes.
And you all can make fun of me for this.
Mhm.
Ghouls, Ghouls, Ghouls is a reference to Girls, Girls, Girls.
Yes, exactly, yeah.
Okay, like I thought that, but I'm like,
Mhm.
I feel like I might be missing a joke.
No, just because I originally wrote the script under OnlyFangs, and then...
That's still too awesome of a name. that
Yeah,
needs to
well,
be in something.
AP Productions, who did Murder Size, they got to the name first.
Oh, alright.
So, and you know, I don't want to be considered copying people, so I just gave that one up. And plus, you know, Jessa is in it, who I'm friends with. She's great in fucking Murder Side. So is Drew Marvick, who I'm in. She's in Triple Xmas with me. He's in Triple Xmas. So I was like, fuck it, I'll give them this one. I was like, well, what else could I call it? And I looked online, and nobody's used ghouls yet. So I called it that. And then I just want to have, like, you know, live dead ghouls instead of live nude girls and stuff like that.
I mean, you could swap out like ghouls for anything that has girls in it. Like, I want to see Show
Ghouls?
It is a shot-for-shot remake, but they're all undead.
Newt's also got a wife and 4 kids.
I got a wife and 4 kids.
I think we've established the number of children now.
Mm-hmm. Well, no, wasn't it 2 kids?
He just said kids initially.
Okay.
What is that then?
Also, like,
one of my recommended photos looked like an orange on the ground, and I don't think that's what it was. But
it shows how original
what
I
the
am.
fuck happened to you? Paul got busted, I guess.
Damn pelicans.
Got fucking hit in the face. Weren't you at a fucking wedding? What the hell is going on?
Yeah, you got somebody through the bouquet.
No, those garters are getting dangerous.
Mm-hmm.
But it shows how greatly creative I am. Like, I proposed to you, like, I would love to do a straight hardcore shot-for-shot remake porno of Faster Pussycat.
Okay.
Literally just call it Faster.
Like,
I know that's
I
not
imagine that would
creative.
be if they ever remade it, that's probably what they would call it.
Cause like I looked, and I want to ask you this like off camera. Or
Yeah.
maybe I can ask you.
Yeah, go ahead on camera.
Like, how the fuck do you find out definitively what is in public domain and what is not?
It's all goes through like the through the patent office and the copyright office.
Cause like I looked in like the official U.S. patent office to make a request, and like it's either super fucking vague and I'm missing it, or it's purposely fucking hard to like. Cause when I mentioned that to Mets, I literally spent a week looking into that because I straight up be like, even if it's on public domain, I don't think someone would be like, oh yeah, you can have license for it, $6 million.
Yeah, no,
You know
of
what I
course,
mean? It's not
yeah.
gonna be
Well,
fucking-
because Faster Pussycat is one of those movies that still generates revenue.
It does.
Russ Meyer's whole filmography is worth something, you know.
Yes.
And there's a lot of stuff that like either Night of the Living Dead, they forgot to put the copyright on it. Honestly, that's the greatest thing that ever happened to that movie.
Yeah.
Because as great as Night of the Living Dead is, that movie would have been lost to time. But because of the public domainness of it, it's had a second, third, fourth, 20th life because you could do whatever you want with it. A lot of the early AIP stuff that Roger Corman did, Creature from the Haunted Sea and shit like that, is all public domain because the copyright lapsed on it.
Yeah.
You have Silent Night, Bloody Night. The copyright lapsed on that. It's a Mary Warnoff film. There's a lot of shit that I'd love to see people remake.
Also, to be a cheeky fuck for 1 second about the Night of the Living Dead thing, I was like, yeah, there's a lot of decent remakes for it. I can think of one that's really shit. We're not gonna
me too. I worked on that one.
No offense to the people working on it, but...
No, it was bad, and I didn't like it at all, because I wanted to do instead Hack on Haunted Hill.
Oh, that would have been
because
cool.
that one's in the public domain as well.
No.
Shogo's public thrusting scene ends with Nomi's hip falling off.
But no, like, I would love to see a shot-for-shot remake, like... And you don't even have to worry about the bad dialogue. Why?
Yeah, exactly. Well, the whole funny thing in Ghouls is the mummy is a stripper, and she strips down and she does too much on the so she's just a pile of bones.
Yeah.
But then later on, like they're like, well, she's this one who does dirty talk, and then she's just like, and they're like, damn girl, you nasty.
Oh, who is the surprise star of your new movie? We can't
Not
tell
allowed
you
to
yet.
say, yeah.
Can't tell you yet. I know who it is. Can't
We'll
tell you
probably be able to say something by the end of the month. Right now, it's all down to scheduling, because she's, on a very successful show and has a touring schedule and stuff like that. But she loved this.
Again, I'm gonna be a cheeky fuck. Be like, I didn't know you got Ricky Lake.
Yeah. Yep.
Sorry, Pretty Fly for a White Guy came on the way here.
Oh, okay.
So fucking that line, and he's like, damn, that's an old reference. I'm like, yeah. Good job on having heard the center. It's good for business. It's not talking about the mystery person.
Oh, okay.
Presumably talking about Naughty Away.
Oh, yeah,
Jose the delivery driver just toned to his 7 cats, and now he's watching the sex scenes in Greasy Strangler, laughing when chunks of bologna sandwich and light mustard go on the screen. What do you? Yeah, Jose looked like a perfectly nice guy. He came right up to the door. He's a good person.
I've worked with Michael St. Michael's twice now.
That's looking forward to seeing you and this guy out of cameras. Looking forward to seeing you too.
Michael St. Michael's plays the mayor in Cult of Blood.
Oh.
And then he's the main character in Strange Toys. I wrote both of them. His character in Cult of Blood was supposed to be Clint Howard, so I named his character after Cooper Smith, his character in Evil Speak.
Okay.
Oh my
And then
God.
when they didn't get Clint Howard, they didn't change the name. And I was like, whatever.
Some-
You know what's, talking about Clint Howard for a second, I'm still disappointed that Ice Cream Man 2 didn't get it.
I know. Ice Cream Man was fun.
A lot of people shit on that movie. I love it. I love the behind the scenes shit of the idea of Clint Howard going down the highway in LA screaming
Yeah.
his goddamn ass off, so if you talk like this. And just like, I don't know. I liked Ice Cream Man.
Much better than Uncle Sam, which I was not a fan of.
God, the first time I saw that, I swear, like, I thought I hallucinated it.
Mm-hmm.
Because I was, like, kind of sick when I watched it. And I'm
Robert
like,
Forrester and Isaac Hayes, and it only has one good scene in it, and that's the house explosion. Beyond that, it's kind of pedestrian, especially coming from William Lustig, who did
Yeah.
Maniac Cop and Maniac, you know.
God, man.
And he's related to Jake LaMotta,
Who's Jake
the
LaMotta?
boxer, the Raging Bull.
Oh,
Yeah.
yes.
Yep.
Oh, yes. I was like, name slightly rings a
Mhm.
bell. Fucking, no, and I'm trying to think of, like, other movies to gush over about now that talking to you first person, because
Yeah.
I still have those random moments. I'm like, oh yeah, I'm hanging out with the dude that I've been a big fan of for
Mhm.
a while.
You're gonna skin me alive.
It's
and make
Grenadine
me-
for my ice cream treats.
God, we were talking about Clint Howard. I had another movie I was thinking about. I do know one movie I want to talk about with you.
Mhm.
It's fucking, so, is it bad that Last American Virgin still fucking hurts me?
Last American Virgin is great, and it's that ending is
Oh,
a fucking kick in the taint.
yeah, is the, okay, bit of dumb part, sorry for full fun.
I literally said when I got this that I'm going to be cold if you two are to be comfortable.
Yeah.
So that's why I have the blanket.
Okay.
Do not fucking apologize.
Oh. I fucking apologize about everything.
I know you do, I know. But yes, you're fine. I will be slightly cold.
The girl that breaks his heart at the end.
And Diane Franklin.
She's the same actress that plays Tony Montana's sister in Scarface.
No.
For some reason, she
She's-
looks exactly
She's
like
the
her.
princess in Bill and Ted's Excellent Adventure.
That.
She's
okay.
the sister in Amityville 2. She's the French exchange student in Better Off Dead.
Okay.
God.
God, I haven't seen that.
Yeah.
Now, for some reason, she, you know the actress I'm
Mhm,
talking about?
yeah.
Like, my brain could, like,
It's the curly hair.
curly hair, she's got the face, like,
Yeah.
the facial structure for it, but, like,
No, I had the biggest fucking crush on Diane Franklin when I was a kid, and then I used to date this girl, and she was a perfect combination of Natalie Portman and Diane Franklin. And if you ever saw the Paperboy trailer that I did, she's Paper Girl in it.
okay.
Yeah.
I will admit, like, there has been, when that whole whirlwind, and I don't want to bring that shit.
Yeah.
And I remember when that whole whirlwind was starting, like, up, I literally, that's when I stopped watching all that shit, just
Mhm.
because, like, yeah, I'm sick of internet drama, and, like,
Yeah.
it was literally out of curiosity of, like, what happened to that new dude I really liked watching, and, like, got me into,
AIDS.
well, like, I remember looking it up,
Mhm.
and, like, hearing that skewed, I'm like, this seems a little too, like, this person cannot be as monsterly bad as, like...
No, I am. Just ask Crystal and Tony and Justin. I'm the worst person ever. They only kept me around to keep
Dude,
me
I
off
don't
the
have
streets.
$75 to send to ask them these questions. And
you can
also,
ask
if
questions off camera.
and also, if I was gonna ask them a question, my first question would be, kiss my whole ass.
Yeah.
Oh, that's not a question? Question.
I'll
Oh,
do
wait,
anything for
question
money.
mark.
So I can buy more weird toys that I don't need.
But we'll get off that.
Yeah.
subject. I don't want to.
It's all good. I've had this conversation with everybody.
I know, and I that's why I was like, I want to put my 2 cents in and then shut the fuck up. Worst case scenario, Reddit fucking hates me.
Yeah. No, it's just one dude. It's just that fucking British psychopath.
God, the world's a crazy place.
I've now blocked him from 30 accounts. He has 30 Twitter accounts.
Is he just going like different
If I'm
countries
me,
at this
so I
point?
think what happened is we stopped talking about him.
Yeah.
We were talking about him for a little bit, and he felt good because, you know, he fed into the rage machine. Then we stopped talking about him because he stopped being fun.
Yeah.
And now he's losing his fucking mind. He can't handle that anymore. He can't handle that we don't talk about him.
And then I just
he doesn't
instantly
occupy our
block.
brains anymore.
But it's getting to the point where it's like, you are a danger to the people around you.
Will Connor said you blocked me on MySpace as well.
I don't have a MySpace.
I think that's a joke.
Okay.
I think that's.
I was like, can you block people on MySpace?
Maybe you could revive Steven Seagal's career. Oh my god. Also, side note, as you've said a couple things now, I appreciate your username. It's Lieutenant Aldo Rain.
Oh, nice.
How many movies do you have credits in, Newt? Any digital releases, streaming? I can answer a couple.
Right now, what's on streaming? Dark Military, Swamp Zombies 2, Triple Xmas are all streaming. Digitally, you have Debbie Does Demons, Shark Exorcist 2, Bigfoot Exorcist are all out right now. And then next month will be, on physical, will be Cold of Blood and Strange Toys. I'm going to be doing a Strange Toys and Cold of Blood premiere in Philly on the 14th of July, the day before we start filming Amityville Pool Toy Massacre. And then I got like 9 other movies that I worked on that all come out after that, so.
Completely random thing I wanted to ask you. If you could remake a golden era porn film, you know, like that golden era, what would it be?
It's a good question.
I would love to do Debbie Does Dallas. I would update it because all
they
references
did
about
update
being-
it a bunch of times, and
but
the next generation. There's a great YouTube channel called Barefoot and Independent, and he takes classic porn movies and removes everything to make them PG or G. His channel's fucking incredible. You should, if you're not, if he might actually be watching Barefoot and Independent. You need to watch it. But he takes porn movies and he just strips them down to being G.
Oh
or
yeah,
PG.
we talked about this.
So it's like the movie will be like 2 hours long. He'll get it down to 7 minutes. But I guess like if I had to think about that era, I would want to do like one of the parody movies, like Star Babes. Or Roller Babes or something like that, or even like you do a reinterpretation of the Taboo films from back in the day, because I remember seeing those like VHS tapes. Because again, I told the story about the very first time I ever saw first time at my friend's house. He wanted to pop in Ghostbusters on video, and it turned out to be a hardcore porno movie, and it was Taboo 2. And I'll never forget that because when Barefoot and Independent did 2 of the ones, the very first porn I ever saw all the way through was called The Taste of Money from like 1985. He did that one, and then he did Taboo 2, and I was like, holy shit, I remember these, you know? Because I was just talking to somebody recently about Boogie Nights. Have you seen Boogie Nights yet?
Not yet. You keep saying
we need to do that one, where there was just this era of adult cinema where it was still kind of seen as artsy.
Well, and especially with the conviction of Ron Jeremy and all that shit that's like come out, it's made like
it does put a bit of a damper.
Because like
or what a piece of shit John Holmes was. You know.
Yeah. And like I know I make the joke constantly, the second coming of John Holmes, but like that's completely ignoring all that.
Yeah, you're strictly making it.
That he got AIDS and gave it to people.
Like willingly?
Yeah, he went overseas and made a gay porno movie, and he came back with AIDS and wound up giving it to someone, and then he had sex with Sika, who was a big porn star at the time, and didn't tell her that he was, you know, she didn't get anything. But like that's a dick fucking move.
Yeah.
You
No,
know?
that was.
Yeah.
But my whole point is like, I love like the stories from like behind the scenes and stuff like that, like just how casual and open it was. Like, you know, people were fucking around before they like. The thing that drives me crazy about modern porn is like, and I've seen this so many times, where it's like the first time the two actors meet is literally the first time you see them both together.
Mm-hmm.
And it's like chemistry. Fuck it. Like, and
they don't have to like shoot one to fuck each other, but like,
cause like
you have to vibe.
Have you seen those reels recently? It's like when I find out that people in porn are not actually in love.
Oh yeah.
But like, I so badly want to bring back not the fucking rapey bullshit that did happen and then is still happening in modern adult film. But like, I want to bring back that 70s vibe of like, we're here for the day.
It was shot on film.
Yeah, we're here for the day. Let's just fucking, what happens, happens. We'll worry about
And there were filmmakers at that point who, I mean, look, Lloyd Kaufman, Wes Craven, a lot of people who we know from genre film got their start in pornography, you know, and that's the biggest thing is they still saw themselves as filmmakers. Even like Jerry Damiano and people like that, they were still trying to make film. You know, and that's like the scene in Boogie Nights where he's like, this is a real film, you know? And
I hate quoting Ron fucking Jeremy because especially just the monster become, but I like how he put it as like, in that time, it was just feature films with hardcore sex.
Yeah, yep.
And like, I say that like I was fucking there to see it. I miss that. I understand we're in the TikTok generation, short clips, all that stuff, but like,
it doesn't matter if be it porn, video games, feature films, music, whatever. The attention span has changed to the point where we will never get. We were talking earlier about 70s auteur filmmakers.
Yeah.
It's the same thing. That's dead. You can't tell. You need to tell a story quickly and succinctly and loudly anymore. You can't. Now that Sony bought the Alamo Draft House Cinemas. Which means now that we've gotten to a point where there's not going to be any more movie theaters anymore. They've become entertainment centers. The only way that it's going to survive is movies need to be dumber, louder, entertainment. They need to be theme park rides. So that's really the only way the movie theater is going to exist. And when it comes to streaming these type of films, you better have a giant fucking star in your indie drama where no one's going to see it because nobody cares. Stuff gets lost in the mix when streaming because it's not important anymore. It's you know.
Well, and like I'm of the like philosophy, especially, and this is gonna sound weird, with the revival of vinyl. I still believe. I'm not saying it's gonna be.
Kevin Smith just said this. He said, "Vinyl's cool. It's back." But do enough people buy vinyl that it will be
it's
manageable?
No, like what I want to do in my directing of porn career, I know I will never be successful at it, but like so one of my loves and inspiration in adult film is Betty Page. I've mentioned
no one's ever looked like they were having more fun being naked than Betty Page.
And like I would love to return to the stag films, return to like, and I know that's not a thing, and I know
cutie type of film, and stuff like that.
And I'm not saying like do the whole thing of like we went to a nudist colony, paid them a bunch of money, and then we're just kind of, but like that attitude, and not make it like a wink and a nod, like we're doing old.
The immoral Mr. Teagues was one of them back then that Russ Myers used to make, and Herschel Gordon Lewis got his start with those movies as well, way before Blood Feast.
And sorry to interrupt you. Like, I know there's not a big enough draw to make big money, but like I feel like in the age of OnlyFans, if you had some like be able to like. Yeah, we're doing classic style.
I was wondering that recently too about OnlyFans or whatever. If anybody was making retro style pornography, like if they were shooting scenes that were set to look like the 1970s.
Well, and like I was even thinking in the realm of like settings. Like I'm not saying that's a bad thing. That's a great idea, but I'm thinking like, you know, when you see like artiste movies nowadays, like we got original cameras from this era. Like. Do that original film stuff from there and stuff, and like it doesn't need to be of that time. But
film is just so expensive to process,
Yes.
and digitally now you can give it that look. So what's the point? You know,
Yeah,
that's the whole thing. So I don't know. I think it's something I've thought about before. Is I love again, I've talked about it before, like having porn movie posters from the 80s or 70s and 80s and stuff like that, and old trailers. It's like there was a time when it was not quite like it was the RC Cola to Coca-Cola.
Yeah, yeah.
It was just off of it, you know.
Well, and we can get deep in. Sorry, pouring you there, Matt. It's like
I'm just like out of it.
Mm-hmm.
We're good.
like the porno chic era when pornos became so prevalent that Jackie Onassis fucking
Went to go see Deep Throat.
went to see Deep Throat and
And before that, The Devil and Miss Jones, Behind the Green Door.
Yeah.
You know, there was a different age of that type of cinema where it was counterculture. At that point, it was bucking the system, but still being part of the system. It became chic.
See, and I always can and I hate when people don't bring it up, but when they talk about New Hollywood,
Yeah.
that New Hollywood era with Francis Ford Coppola and all that, it upsets me that they never bring up the adult films of that time because I see a lot of them saying it's yeah, we're gonna do what Francis Ford Coppola and all are doing, but we're just gonna have hardcore sex.
Yeah, I mean, there was they were doing interracial stuff. They were pushing boundaries, and what it became was once video came in, when it became quicker, and there didn't need to be that same level of attention put into it anymore that was in film. Granted, if you watch some of those old movies, it's fucking hilarious, the continuity errors and the acting and all that kind of stuff. But again, it was still shot and processed and cut on film, you know, and there's something interesting and poetic and about that era that is lost forever. But that comes to all media. You know, things were better back in my day. It was just, it doesn't matter anymore. There's no art that has to last longer than the time it takes us to have this conversation anymore, because that's where the attention span is now. I'm going to come and go. That's what it is with porn now, where in the past it was it's an actual movie. It's playing in a movie theater, you know?
Yeah.
You know, and I've seen a lot of documentaries about that era and those theaters and, 42nd Street and all this kind of stuff. And it's definitely something that I wish I had a chance to see myself, because I think that, grindhouse cinemas in general, the danger and the excitement of it together seems like it would be a living organism. It would be something so, you're taking your life. I was born in '81, so I missed out on all of that. By the time I was able to kind of be cognizant of what was going on, Giuliani had put the homeless into internment camps, basically.
Yeah, I was about to joke and be like, if you want anyone to blame about the death of that, Rudy Giuliani.
Yeah, and Disney as well,
Well, sorry for talking about stuff.
No, I care about this. I'm just out of it. Yes, I do. Wow, me caring about porn, I can't imagine that whatsoever.
And I've written adult stuff for people. I don't know if it's ever gone anywhere. I was asked to write a full-blown porn script for a friend of mine, and this is back. I think it was before it was right when I started working at the Wayne, and I wasn't really quite sure. So I was like, well, I guess if you're writing an action movie, you just write the beats of an action movie. So when I had to get to the sex scenes, because they had to be, the notes that I got, it was every 20 minutes there has to be a sex scene. So I would just write they start fucking and then kind of leave it from there, and then they could make it up as they go. But I just remember putting a lot of thought into it, and the guy was like, oh, we don't need this much dialogue and everything like that. It's literally just going to be a sex scene.
But
I was like, I know, but I was trying to add something to it,
Do you need to add the blocking notes of man shivers after green yes, for the integrity of this film.
Exactly. I'm referencing some, Fellini film for the lighting, and they're just like, you need to stop. We're not paying you for this.
Debbie Does Demons sounds epic. We'll submit.
It was fun.
Is Met's in your next film? Yeah, you got
you're in it. Yep.
Yeah. At the end of the week,
wrote a part for him specifically, correct?
Yes.
Yeah.
Well, there's a part for you that you also in Ghouls, you're the invert of El Santo, because El Santo is the saint, so you're the luchador, the sinner. Yeah.
I'm excited about that. At the end of the week, Mets will make Neil have plastic surgery to look like them. Jared said he misses the
Wait,
titles.
what? Sorry, I.
At the end of this week, Mets will make Neil have plastic surgery to look like them, like make you look like me. I missed the titles. Yeah, that's true, Gerald. You do. I know you've talked about that before. Because so that's the other reason I like half checked out is like we've had this conversation a million times.
But there'd be porn movies called like The Life of a Flea. Like, what is erotic about that? You know?
He's talking about like the pun one.
Yeah. Oh no, I love those too. You know.
Because then I shared the when I worked at Adult World, all the bi puns.
Yeah.
Specifically was the bi section, like gay section, the various. None of them had a whole lot of puns. You get your occasional one. The bi section was entirely puns.
All I remember.
We don't need to be stereotyped like that.
All I remember is By and Beyond, and I'm like, yeah, that's hilarious.
Did you ever see Zack and Miri make a porno?
Biopsy.
Did you ever see Zack and Miri make a porno? Justin Long's character is a gay porn actor, and Zack, who's Seth Rogen, guesses that he's in gay porn. He's like, "What are some movies you were in?" He's like, "Well, one movie is called Shut Your Mouth or I'm Gonna Fuck It."
There's that.
Was that starring Rudy Ray Moore? Because I feel like that would be something like, shut the fuck up before I fuck it.
Do you have a YouTube channel, Matt? I mean, the one I just commented with, I just don't fucking upload anything. You can scroll through my playlist if you really want to, but I...
Yeah, you have a YouTube channel. It's called Schlock And Awe Films.
Yeah, this is where you'll find it, ironically. I might turn mine into like a wrestling thing at some point if I have the time, energy, and ideas.
I'm just waiting for that Schlock and All wrestling and be like, I promise I wasn't trying to corrupt this channel. I just wanted to
it's
have
all
a
over.
friend.
That becomes more popular, and I just get inched out. I gotta start my own channel.
I mean, it's already happened in this counts there.
I know.
So. We'll go backwards to the 1930s, and films will be 55 minutes. Also, dude, how much will shipping be on buying your comic? Lol, I want to read it.
It depends on where you are.
This is Hell Knight. He's in Australia.
Oh, he's also, I looked it up. I gotta send it. I totally forgot.
Do you think you ever do a digital copy of your copy?
We probably will.
Most of the cinema industry is shit nowadays, which once again proves my point. Germans love David Hasselhoff. Yes, check it out, Ashcan.
So,
What DVD fell out of that?
Who knows? We better get back to work before they start looking for me. Lol, hope you guys have a good night. Have a good rest of your day at work.
And just a random picture of one of my bedrooms. I don't know where that is.
It's a lot of white wicker.
Yeah, and this is when I lived on the shore. And there's a bottle of NyQuil.
Second, I thought you said a different word that sounded like that, and I'm like, yes, we can't say that on YouTube.
Okay, so this is before the redhead, because there's pictures of Kelsey and I here.
Okay. If I get my hands on a time machine newt, we'll go to 42nd Street in the 70s.
There you go, and we'll both get stabbed to death. And then there's no record of us when they take our bodies and things, so we're time travelers.
It's gonna have a time cop situation. Fucking.
I jump up on the thing and do a split between two counters, and you're like, did you know he could do that?
God. Elvira's putting on her blonde curly wig jean jacket and black lace with a purse and with a switchblade to work the streets tonight.
That's what she does. She's a...
I was gonna say, that cat's strange.
She's a lady of the night. I guess we'll cut this off.
Okay, it is 1:30.
It's 1:30 in the morning. I have work tomorrow.
Okay.
So...
It was an honor to be on your show there, Vince.
Yes, thank you for coming. And we will see you guys next time.